Family, we went from COINTELPRO to COINTETHER and there's a hell of a lot of them tethers out there. We see you, Conscious Fleroy. Get off your knees, man. Joe Biden's in a nursing home. He ain't around no more. And y'all remember all of them little African Union things that we was talking about last week? Well, guess what I done uncovered, y'all? All of their Democratic shield ties. So from Monaleo all the way to Conscious Fleroy, we out here exposing every last one of these agents because we FBA and we said so. Let's go to work. Free Huey.
Black Alpha Network. Home of Black Excellence. Power to the people.
I need all my regulators to mount up because we about to go to work certified time. If you regulating, delineating, and you about reparations, running them out the paint, then go ahead and stand on that. And we going full time. Regulators, mount the hell up. It's time to go. Where you at, family? East Coast, West Coast, down south, up north. You're rocking with the #1 activist, so you know it's going to be a hell of a time, but it's going to be all time. That's how it is. Who do I see in the chat right now, family? I see the whole damn certified family, and y'all in here extra strong. I see that 312 representing. I see y'all. Dallas is tapping in. I see y'all. Philly in the house. I see you. North Carolina. I see you. And everybody got to get one of them certified salutes from me, Black Alpha, because I got the family with me. And y'all know a family that delineates together stays together. And a family that flees together, they're going to have to leave together. And that's exactly what we're doing right here, y'all. Love it. Man, let's go. 216 East Side, I see you. Family, we have uncovered every single thing that we knew was going to be out there, and every single thing that we knew was real funny style. Because if it's real funny style and we side-eye it, oh, FBA ain't never wrong. Fam, what's the track record hitting for right now? What's the track record hitting for, fam? It seems like we always right. Are we ever wrong? Shout out to B1 Business. I see you, family. We ain't never wrong. I see Augusta as well. We ain't never wrong. I see Virginia. Let's go. Family, let me tell you something. When we tell everybody that these agents are out there getting paid, FBA is the only people who going to say it and put paperwork on the table. We the only ones. Everybody talk about paperwork. Notice, fam, we be checking their paperwork, and their paperwork always come out terrible because we ain't never wrong. Shout out to Atlanta. We ain't never wrong. Shout out to Savannah. Yep, 100. I see y'all. We in here right now, family. Let me tell you what we seen. We seen this Monaleo and all the people affiliated with her. We got receipts on them. Yep, we got all of the receipts on Conscious Fleroy. Y'all know Conscious Fleroy got some problems. And his problems ain't just FBA related. Do y'all know that the Democratic Shield community are kicking Conscious Fleroy off the plantation? How in the F do you get walking papers from the Democratic Shields? I'm not even going to lie to you, fam. I'm going to show it to you. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm going to provide it to you. Conscious Fleroy right now is getting roasted by 75-year-old white soccer moms. Straight up and down. Bed wenches don't want nothing to do with them. Fam, when soccer moms and bed wenches don't want nothing to do with you, Fleroy, you're done. You're done, Fleroy. And then on top of that, brothers and sisters been putting them payments on the table. See, the difference is now, y'all, we went further than just calling these people shields. Now we out there showing where the money coming from, who it's come from. We going into another phase, the next step of regulating. And that step right now is the names, the dates, the strategies. So if they want to know why, we the talk of the town. They want to know why it's all eyes on us. You want to know why there are 24/7 full breakdown, meltdown, crying ass tethers on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X? It's because FBA done stepped in the house and we done cleaned it up. That's what it is, fam. So keep watching FBA and we going to keep putting on the show, but we ain't watching you because you's a nobody. Fam, let's go to work. This is what I'm talking about. Do y'all know you got people in their cars having meltdowns saying that we needs to help them. We needs to go out there for all of them. Fam, buckle up. We about to go 100 miles an hour like we always do. Y'all look at this right here, fam. This individual has a message for all y'all. He said, raise your voice for Haiti. We are not your enemy. He's talking to Black Americans, and he wants all of y'all to go and put on the capes for Haiti. So I asked the question, y'all, do y'all have some Haitian capes on? Do y'all have some capes for Haiti in your closet? Or is your closet empty with anything for Haiti? Do you not have any capes? Do you not have any lines that you're going to give? No, get out of the colonizer free passes. That's the question I got, y'all. And let's rock, y'all.
Every Black person in this world must listen to this. Haiti is not your enemy. Haiti is the reason why you're free. Haiti paid for your freedom for 122 years. How do you let them trick you into not liking us? Why do you believe the bad things they tell you about us? Black people, we're gonna need you to help us fight. Because we know how to fight. We've been fighting for years. Every generation has been fighting for freedom. But we need you to raise your voice for us. Raise your voice for Haiti.
Freeze, fam. Boy, look at, hey, look where I caught it. We starting off booming. Look at this dude. Look at his face, y'all. I caught him in the middle of a Tether temper tantrum. He out there sniffling. He got the Fleer sniffles. He out there hurt. He hurt. He shook. He wobbling. It's going to be all right, partner. Question that I got for the family. I already see y'all answer my first question. FBA ain't got no capes, according to Foundational Black American Certifieds. According to Foundational Black American Certifieds, we ain't got no we's gonna help y'all's. We ain't got no we's your buddy, friend, or ally in our closet. But the second question I got for everybody right now is, how many times has anybody ever came to our defense? That's the question I ask, because he's asking us to help. So are the Africans and the Jamaicans. Everybody asking for help. But I ask y'all, how many times has anybody came out to assist Foundational Black Americans? Has anybody ever sent a boat over here, y'all? Has anybody ever pulled up in a van? Has anybody sent some soldiers, some riders? What do they send to us? What do they export into America, family? Do they export the on-code riders? Do they export the certifieds from their area? Hell, do certifieds in their area even exist? Because I don't see none. I'm scanning and combing the whole planet. Only thing I see is certifieds from America. I'm just keeping it real. So it seems like they only export their off-brand, off-code COONs. They just got the foreign version. So why are you asking me for help when you can't even help yourself? That is question 1, question 2, and question 3 is right after he's done crying.
We are not your enemy. Black people, we love you. But please, return the love back. Because we never believed that a small portion should be free. We never believed that only Haiti should be free. We never believed that a small portion should be free. We never believed that only Haiti should be free. Because we never believed that a small portion should be free. We never believed that only Haiti should be free. Every Black person in the...
Damn. Boy, y'all done pissed Wyclef off. Y'all done pissed off Wyclef. Okay, so family, I done gave you question 1, 2, and 3. Let me say this, fam. Nobody's ever came and assisted Foundational Black Americans. However, could that be because Foundational Black Americans, we ain't never asked for your damn help? Because we've been over here doing it on our own. We've been standing on business by ourselves. Foundational Black Americans ain't on TikTok right now crying and complaining and begging somebody to come and assist them. Foundational Black Americans, we good to go. Shout out to the team. So fam, if we don't ask for help, we don't need them, we don't ask for assistance, but they crying, asking us, doesn't that mean that Foundational Black Americans are separate and Foundational Black Americans are better? I'm only keeping it real. Everybody says all this stuff about us being African. Let me ask this question, fam. They say we African, right? And I say bull-ish because we certified Americans. Okay, let me ask this, fam. Do we live on the same continent as Africa? Nope. Are we in the same countries as Africa? Nope. Do we have the same religion or spiritual system as Africa? Nope. Do we have the same culture the same lineage, the same heritage, the same background as Africa? Do we look like Africans? Nope. I mean, damn, if it ain't none of those things, then we ain't the same. Because you can't tell me nope, 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 hell no, double hell no, and then turn around and tell me that we all the same. Every single thing that I showed you are two different people, okay? You got all of them, and then you got us. Same goes for Haiti. You got all of them, and then all of us. Same goes for Jamaica, man. You got all of them, and then you got us. Because foundational Black Americans have always been the blueprint, y'all. And when I say the blueprint, what blueprint are you talking about, Black Alpha? I'm going to tell you what it is. The blueprint and what I'm talking about is we are the blueprint of standing on certified business. That's what we are. We're the blueprint of being true to yourself. We're the blueprint of not giving a damn, not following behind the colonizer, not trying to be friendly with everybody that ain't cool or down with the team. And when you say that and you speak that, it's only natural that you're going to get a hell of a lot of these right here. Family, you got another tether, by the way. Boy, they be covering up them damn heads, man. Come on. Have you seen one yet, family, where they just exposing themselves? Just keep it a buck. However, that ain't what they do, because instead you hear things like this.
The two most xenophobic groups of Black people in the world are African Americans and South Africans. Most xenophobic groups of Black people in the world are African Americans and South Africans. The thing that these two have in common is that both of them suffered the most and the longest at the hands of systematic racism, segregation, and racism in general. I am here to tell you that there is not a single thing you can do or say or show them to convince them otherwise. They are already part of the system, whether it's through tribalism, whether it's through xenophobia, whatever form they use to apart themselves from the entire African race. There's nothing you can do to get that person back.
Back where? What you mean back? You try to tell us that there's nothing you can do to get them back to a place in where they've never been. Okay, fam, can we just get to the point? We ain't never been to Africa. Okay, let's shut down all to go back. Okay, fam, they defy logic. They just been all rules, fam. They've been the rules of gravity, relativity, everything. How in the hell you gonna go back somewhere that you ain't never been? They don't never tell somebody to go back to a place that they've never stepped foot on, except when it comes to us. Everybody else, man, they don't talk that talk. This shit is funny. Man, go back to a place you've never been. Go back to a place you've never seen. You know why I think they say that, y'all? I think the reason they say that is because they want to have a place where it doesn't really matter where you've been. They want to have a place where rules don't really exist. Law doesn't really exist. This is what Pan-Africans do, y'all. Pan-Africans got to have a place where there aren't no rules, nothing exists, anything goes. Because, you know, in that world, they can have our reparations. In that world, they can have our tangibles. In that world, they can have everything that they have never earned. So be cautious when you start dealing with Coin Tether Pro, because you're going to have people trying to rewrite all of the real world. Yep, you ain't lying, family. She bucking them nostrils and ain't even playing. Hey, she doing it accidentally on purpose. What you said, a nostril mop? When they bucking them eyes and they bucking them nostrils, it must be a tether. There they go.
What we can do, however, is stop engaging with these people online. Stop giving them a platform. Every time you see it.
Good, please. Good. We waiting on it. Don't engage with us. We won't ever have to see you again.
Xenophobic comment and you go and you wanna go and try and say something or fix it or whatnot, you are boosting that person's comment. And somebody who is still young, an African who is still young and impressionable and doesn't really understand the concept of unity or the world yet, will see it, and it will now live in the back of their mind, subconscious mind, and possibly sway them towards that side one day. The best thing for you to do when you do come across tribalist comments, xenophobic comments, is to either report it and move on, or don't say anything at all. Go and reply.
Okay, do you feel the same way about all them Africans that go in on other Africans? Notice, fam, she out there advocating for snitching. Oh, when you see something, go tell. Fam, are they the most go run and tell mommy and daddy? Are they, family? Let's be real. Let's be real, fam. Let's keep it a buck. When they talk all that stuff about telling, and if you see something, just go tell on them. who they want to go tell on Black Americans to. I'm going to go ahead and throw that on the table for the certified family. When all of these Africans say use a hate groups, use wrongs, use bad, who are they really talking about telling on us to? Are they talking about telling on us to other Africans? Or are they out here advocating that they go tell to mommy and zaddy? Yeah, let's be real, y'all. What they want to do is they want to come over here and tell on us. All that Black Americans are a hate group, y'all know they not talking to us. Because why would you tell us we're a hate group? We just gonna tell you to be quiet, have some Joel off, and sit the hell down. You know they ain't talking to each other. Because if they were talking to each other, then they would all echo the same sentiments, and what's understood don't need to be explained. So why do they keep talking about hate groups, xenophobic, and Black Americans are being mean to me? Who are you really talking to when you say that? When you say that Black Americans hurt your feelings, who are you really talking to? Sounds like you want to go run to the principal called Mr. Mayo Bob and Mrs. Mayo Ken and get Black Americans in trouble. They want some Tether trouble. That's what they want.
Apply under a comment that boosts unification and Ubuntu. We cannot go back to save those who do not want to be saved, but we can assist in stopping them from spreading the hate into the future. Those who know that Black people's power lies in togetherness know, and we have our plans. We know what is the way forward. Let starve those people so their movement can die.
Whoa! Whoa! So our movement can what? Family, coin, Tether, pro. There you go. Listen to all of that babble, all of that talk, and how did it end up? What was the main statement that she led to? So our what can what? Wait a minute. One more time, Mrs. Nostril. Tell us how you feel.
We know what is the way forward. Let starve those people so their movement can die. So their movement can die. So their movement can die. So their movement can die.
Damn, that sounds very, very xenophobic. That sounds very, very hateful. That don't sound too nice right there. Do you come from a family that calls us Sakata? Is this the same person who was just saying that we need to go and be reported? Sounds like somebody you go and report to. Sounds like you're not only hiding that 4 head of yours, 5 head of yours, 6 head of yours, 7 head of yours, 133 head of yours. It sounds like you got that right there and you got a little earpiece in your ear because that's what you really wanted to say the whole time, ain't it? You want to get rid of the foundational Black American movement. As a matter of fact, I'm saying it the nice way. She said the movement needs to DIE. Now imagine if a foundational Black American said something like that to them. They would have a 48-hour space talking about Black Alpha's shades, talking about Tariq Nasheed's Twitter spaces, and talking about all of my brothers and sisters in the chat right now. You couldn't get them to shut up, could you? But they running around here saying, do whatever you can to get our movement to DIE. Family, this is Tether agent talk.
We know what is the way forward. Let starve those people so their movement can die. Do you understand?
Starve those people so their movement can DIE. I be damn. You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm saying, family? We're in a new world right now where you're starting to see what I call Coin Tether Pro. And Coin Tether Pro is a very interesting thing. All of these people who are being placed on foundational Black Americans, they pop up saying ludicrous things that don't add up, don't make no sense. Family, this is all being said for a reason. And it's exactly what she said. She wasn't lying. In between both of them nostrils bucking, she was telling some truth. They are hateful towards foundational Black Americans. They are xenophobic towards foundational Black Americans. And they do want foundational Black Americans as a lineage, heritage, and culture to DIE and to be over with. That's what they want. Because they view it as if they can get rid of foundational Black Americans in a lineage-based movement, we can go back to Pan-Africanism. And then Pan-Africanism can be no borders and anybody can show up and anybody can come in and we can all be one big Negro. You see what they really going for? You see what they really are trying to push? And she said it right there. you got to start looking at it from the aspect, y'all, of these individuals are real deep-seated with their anti-Black American hatred. Very deep-seated, fam. And I say it runs deep. Oh, it runs real deep because that's just how they get down. Remember, y'all, these individuals don't like themselves. So if they don't like themselves, what do you really feel about what's going on in their world? Their world is filled with nothing but anti-Black American hatred, spite, jealousy, envy, all of the above. You already know what it's hitting for. You already know how it is. And when you see one tether, what's the thing you do, fam? You point them out, because if you've seen one, you've seen them all. And fam, one of the things that we've been doing in this era, in this generation, we've been calling people out clear, and they don't really like getting called out. They don't really like getting called out. Let's keep it a real thing, fam. We said this all about the Monaleo, and I want y'all to track everybody who's been caping for her, right? Have y'all noticed the tether signs? Fam, nobody thought it would be this deep. Nobody thought that we would start pulling up receipts on the manager, on the creative director guy, on the co-artist, the label mate. Everybody around this individual is throwing around Akata and the N-word. If you read the tweets from her people, you would think that it was coming from a damn Klan rally. Family, this is Klan rally talk that you hear her popping off. And brothers and sisters said it in the beginning, and we're saying it now. And you're starting to watch it. When you start talking about Conscious Flea, when he made that little video, when Conscious Flea was jumping up and down, trying to wave the Black American heritage flag, we knew there was some funny style stuff going on with that. We knew there was something that really wasn't adding up. And family, all of that paperwork has came back. And brothers and sisters is out there dragging him. We've seen it. We watched it. We're witnessing it all play out right now. Let's talk about Conscious Flea Roy real quick. Can we go there about Conscious Flea Roy? Let's talk about Conscious Flea Roy. See, Conscious Flea Roy, you are somebody who's been getting paid in nickels and dimes for the Democratic plantation, okay? I know that you'll hop on your kneecaps for that guy behind you, and you do it for free, okay? But they've been throwing you a couple dollars here or there just so you do it for them expediently. But I want y'all to notice, my brother Tariq was dropping receipts on this guy the other night, fam. And we're going to take it another step, and I'm going to show y'all some things about Conscious Flea Roy that we've been exposing. Look at this right here, the Rolling Stones. Okay, influencers boosted Biden in 2020. Now some are turning on him. Look at this, family. This is it. Conscious Flea Roy try to do a little playback, fam, and try to make it look like he's riding for the cause. And he done put himself in a position now where everybody else is exposing him. But then you got to ask the question, why is Conscious Flea Roy being talked about as somebody that's turning on Biden? No, the hell he's not. He may be dropping down on his legs for Biden, but he damn sure ain't doing anything of the sort in terms of going against him. Let me tell you why. Because he's trying to make it look like he's some type of rebel for the Black American grassroots. He understands that the Black American grassroots was calling him out. So he's trying to make it look like he's somebody who's really against the grain, when really, family, he's completely on the same payroll as people like Roland Martin, y'all. So as our brother Tariq posted this the other day, family, and boy, Flea Roy been quiet as hell. He been quiet. The Federal Election Commission, all right, and I'm going to bring it all the way back. Y'all rock with me. The Federal Election Commission. Right here, family, you are dealing with one of those shadow organizations that, quite frankly, they give money to different people, they lobby, and then they pay influencers. Everybody knows that's what's going on with Mr. Flea Roy. Well, family, when you slide on over to their website, what do you see? You see Conscious Flea Roy right there. They done put this man in a damn ad. He's in a damn ad for these people. See, they don't like now, family, we going back and we pulling out paperwork. They used to say, oh, y'all calling us Democratic Shield. We ain't calling you that no more. We showing the damn receipts, all right? I want everybody to know that. So when you go and you slide on over there, what's the first thing you see when you look at this Conscious Flea Roy? You see he been getting the damn bag. Why they put your face on the damn website? You ain't nothing but a token. You out there doing the work for these people. They got your face plastered everywhere. All the receipts is coming back on you, Flea Roy, because we understood you was doing this. All that fake grassroots talk, you ain't from no damn grassroots, and you ain't no damn Black American neither. You ain't no rider. I seen this man talking about Afeni Shakur. Afeni Shakur wouldn't rock with you because you are somebody who is a tap dancer. What about this right here? That they highlight Conscious Flea. They telling you that they paying this guy. Right here, family. The firm's creator networking includes Conscious Flea, Oh, now we got all the names, all the dates, all the agents. This right here is Coin Tether Pro. We taking it to another level in this era, y'all. This era now bringing back receipts on all of these people. Not only are we finding out where these individuals are truly from, we're finding out who are the handlers behind these individuals, breaking them off the bag. Same thing we did to Roland. Y'all notice Roland ain't been bubbling ever since. Roland ain't been bubbling, fam, ever since we got Roland Martin and we showed everybody them couple dollars that Roland was getting. What happened to Roland ever since? Roland out here getting punked by W men who weigh 105 pounds. And we know Roland's about 505 pounds. How you getting checked? So you see that right there, and we see them right there. Oh yeah, family, they tether together. That's exactly what they out here doing. They tethering together. Let me show y'all something else that has came to my attention very, very clear, and we're going to put this on the table. Now everybody's turning on Conscious Fleroy. And Conscious Fleroy's out here getting G-checked by a hell of a lot of people. So it shows you, fam, when FBA makes your name dirt in them streets, your name is dirt in them streets, and there ain't nothing that you can do about it. Fleroy, you better flee and get the hell away from me.
Man, so another one down. Another one down. Everybody is turning on consciously. Everybody finally waking up to that and his goddamn shenanigans. That's crazy. Bruh. It is. I tell you, all I gotta do is wait. All the that y'all get on this app and pop up, and now I don't even talk about them. I just like critique the they do or call out the they do. And y'all
Everybody is talking about consciously. A long time ago, my discernment never lies to me. I knew something was odd. The Black American experience in America it's nothing but a grift to him. This is nothing but entertainment. I'm wondering why everybody is talking about consciously. I blocked that a long time ago. My discernment never lies to me. I knew something was odd. The Black American experience in America it's nothing but a grift to him. This is nothing but entertainment, attention, a paycheck. He's easily buyable. Easily. It's like
He's easily buyable. Easily buyable. Now notice, fam, everybody's pointing to the dollars that they be taking. See, no longer are we just calling these people COONs, tap dancers. Now everybody's talking about these people are being paid. Your credibility, which really wasn't there in the first place, is about done, partner. Now they talking about your ass getting that money on the low, which is a complete contradiction to all that fake intellectual talk you be talking. And I know some fifth graders that'll mop him up. You ain't deep like that, partner. You don't smoke a damn joint and then start trying to recite some jail babble. It don't work around here.
like consciously, Kai Cenat, Nicki Minaj are not for Black American people. It is what it is. You got to take what they say with a grain of salt. Once he became purchasable, he became disposable for us. A broken clock is right twice a day. He's one of them kind of like Dr. Umar. This ain't serious to him. That's why I'm with him, and he been blocked.
I know that we're not ready to have this conversation, but hear me out. I'm just going to put it out there. I realized that when they, the CIA, Jill Stein, the powers that be, the man, whatever you want to call
Jill Stein, everybody listen to the names, fam. We putting the names and the dates all on the table. Oh, we going to see who your handlers are. We going to make your name extra dirt in the street. You ain't going to be able to come around talk that blackety stuff. Nah, you going to talk that flea and tether talk, and we going to put your ass over there in the flea or tether table because you can't come over here and sit with the real brothers and sisters. Listen to the names, fam. They're all there.
the CIA, Jill Stein, the powers that be, the man, whatever you want to call. When they realized that they could no longer use Talcum X to bring division in the Black community because he is literally a white man, and that his grift just doesn't work anymore because he get caught up in fraud and the whole bit. When they realized he wasn't serviceable anymore in bringing division amongst us, they found someone who looks the part and speaks a good game, but he's just the Black version of Shaun King. but he's just the black version of Shaun King. You know who that is? Consciously.
Damn, Conscious Fleroy. Damn, they dragging you, bruh. They dragging you. You ain't gonna be able to pseudo babble your way out of this one. But family, it gets way worse than that. It gets way worse. Oh, no, fam. You got some real investigators, some real certifieds on the case, and they pulling out even more receipts on this dude because we done made the block hot. So you got to understand, y'all, Black Americans, by being the certified individuals we are, we make the block hot for people. Not only do they follow how we dress, how we act, how we walk, how we talk. If foundational Black Americans say somebody's an op, then everybody starts to see him as an op. If foundational Black Americans say they paid, everybody starts to see them as paid. Why you think Donald Trump and them start talking about Doge and investigating everybody where the money went? That all started with us. We're the ones who put that on the table. We the ones who really made that clear and popping, right? Okay, let's take it a step further, fam, since we got it popping in these streets. Now people are looking at this Fleroy and they saying, well, hold on a second there, Mr. Flea. Okay, Mr. Flea, things that you saying ain't really adding up. And you're trying to do this little fake, deep, behind the scenes talk. See, they're in a position, y'all, where they try to pretend that they're rocking with the grassroots. So they try to say grassroots terms. But you got to remember this, y'all. And I say this and I'll make this crystal clear. There ain't no middle ground and there ain't no fence to straddle when it comes to FBA and the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. It's us and then it's them. He's been running around saying these things out of reckless. Let me tell y'all something. Do y'all know that the 92%ers are going after Conscious Fleroy? Oh, yeah, fam. It started with FBA calling out this dude for being a fraud, him ducking the smoke. He don't want no problems. And now he got the soccer moms is mad at him. He is officially racially homeless. You racially homeless, Fleroy. Don't nobody want to be around you. It's one thing when FBA is pulling out the receipts on your handlers, who you getting paid, who's you're dropping in front of with them knees, okay, who you're piping on. It's one thing when we do that. It's another thing when everybody else around is saying, you know what, this guy's a fraud. Look at this, family. The soccer moms got an issue with Fleroy. It's a bad day to be him. Watch this.
Seen as a bad person for being like, yeah, I wish you would have won, and here go the things I think you could have did that could have made you win. Ceasefire. I'm being seen as a bad person for being like, yeah, I wish you would have won, and here go the things I think you could have did that could have made you win. Ceasefire. Here y'all come. And then this right here gonna be clear. I'ma pop my just like y'all pop y'all's. I'm not trying to convince you. Don't try to convince me. Like we already, your mind made up. You feel like
fam, why this dude always doing something moist? Ain't this dude always doing something moist, fam? He dancing, laying on his stomach. He out here on the treadmill. Are you trying to get your wind up for your little rendezvous with Joe Biden tonight? You gonna be his call boy. He gonna be the call boy. He got to get in shape for Joe Biden. I heard Joe Biden be having him all around the goddamn hotel room. He trying to get his energy up for Mr. Joe. Look at this moist man.
Kamala Harris should never, ever be criticized. Not before the campaign, not after the campaign, because Trump is always more important. That's what you believe. That's fine. Your mind made up. I disagree. Now, if you think that this is, defining of how you feel about me and following me, I'm completely fine with you hitting the unfollow button and even blocking me. I'm fine with that.
The controversy surrounding Consciously is one of those situations where you have someone that can't just acknowledge that they got it wrong. And I think if he acknowledged that he got it wrong, people would let up on it.
These are Democrats, y'all. This ain't the grassroots right here. He got Democratic shield. He's being kicked off of the Democratic plantation because FBA has exposed him as a fraud. He can't lean and be like, well, I'm a black man. They're going to say, no, you're not, because the real black folks don't rock with you. I'm grassroots. No, you're not, because the real grassroots don't rock with you. Watch these Democratic shills. This is shill on shill crime. It ain't even crime. These are the 92%er Kamala Harris supporters packing him up and slapping him through the damn room, y'all.
On him. They wouldn't be going in on him the way they have been going in on him.
Consciously is now feeling the pressure, but it's a thing of now people want to play semantics versus what type of energy they were bringing. He's playing a clip from during the election time where he's literally proving everyone's point that you didn't have a firm stance and we're still trying to play on the fence and in the middle saying, oh, we need to be worried about pressuring about something that's happened foreign and disregard the things that will be happening domestically, even after outlining all of the negative things that could happen underneath of a Trump presidency, to still say you are in the middle and you're not a vote blue no matter who. What kind of message do you think you are sending? As someone that is smart, what kind of message do you think you are sending with a large platform like that? Does that make sense for you to say that's the better alternative, but I'm still in the middle? Are y'all dumb? Like, honestly, it's really...
She got the bed winch blues. She bed winching and bucking her eyes. Look at her. She bucking her eyes on you, Fleroy. I know you ain't gonna let this soccer bed winch mom talk to you like that. He out here getting pumped by a bed winch, y'all. How could you say that, Conscious Fleroy? How? You went after Kamala? This is just rude of you. I'm not inviting you to play pinatas no more. You can't come to play Uno no more with the kids. I'm done with you, Fleroy. Look at this. He out here getting checked, y'all. Watch her cuss him out. She cusses him out, y'all.
This is stupidity. To think that this proves anything, that with all of the details, with all of the information, to still even in that moment say I'm in the middle?
Around Texas, being able to meet other like-minded people in my state, as well as trying to have a contribution to how that policy gonna work. I want them to see my eyes, hear my voice, remove my face whenever they're writing the policies. I want them to see the people, you feel me? That's why I'm here. The first is no. I didn't tell my millions of followers not to vote for Kamala Harris. The second thing, do you think this will be happening if Kamala Harris was in office? Yes and no. No, I don't think that she would be using ICE and using executive orders and having the military come down on American citizens. But I do think that Palestinians would still be seeing their same fate.
So if you think their fate would have been the same either way, what was the point of all of this? What was the point? That means that y'all were willing to sacrifice all of us, knowing the impact that would happen for decades. For decades. Not something that we would only have to deal with for an election cycle. Something that would potentially impact us for decades. Multiple people's lifetimes, yet again, long, over something that wouldn't have changed. And let's be clear, I don't agree that it would have been exactly the same, because we had one party that was pushing for a ceasefire and a two-party solution, and we had another party that never said anything about a ceasefire and said, I want to build a fucking casino. I think it'd be beautiful. There's so many things that we can do with that land, and never talked about the fucking people that live there. Never. That was never the case. We had people that saw the humanity of the people that live in Palestine, and another person that saw land, property. But y'all thought that y'all were standing for something, and y'all are clearly showing us that y'all stood for nothing.
The consciously discourse.
Damn, he got the I wish I was a white girl whooping. The I wish I was a white girl. You know, she want to be a white girl on the weekends, the weekdays, holidays, all days. He done got whooped on by the I want to be Britney Spears, the I want to be Julia Roberts. You out here getting checked by soccer moms, bed witches. The 92%ers is giving you that smoke. You don't want none with certified black society. Look at this dude. This man in here, he got short braids with some beads, and he got a damn nose ring. He got smoke for you, Fleroy. I thought you was rough, Fleroy. You was talking talk. You can't be that tough if you got the Britney Spears wannabes and the nose rings checking you like this, partner.
Bothers me because I hate when someone you know is intelligent is being disingenuous in person to entertain their cronies. And the thing that bothers me with being disingenuous is people know how to do research. They know how to look up multiple sources. But when it comes to someone they defend or someone they like, they are okay with that person being ignorant and only having one source. They are okay with that person having a straw man fallacy.
What your end goal is. Because back in last November, we had a layup.
So the freeze. Look at this one right here, y'all. Look at this. Look at it. You can see it clear as damn day. Why is Conscious Lee still talking about Kamala? You getting checked by the Kamala supporters. You ain't no rider, bruh. How in the hell are the Kamala supporters running you out the paint? This ain't good for your rep, bruh. This is looking real bad, real shaky in them damn streets, partner. I'm loving this, y'all. This is great.
November, we had a layup.
So the consciously has been the topic of conversation for the last couple of days. Some people are for him, some people are against him when it comes to Kamala Harris. Now, the people who are for him are wondering why people are feeling some way about consciously. And I think the reason they are, and this is just my opinion, is the fact that when he is given facts and proven to be wrong on something, he doesn't seem to just apologize for it. What he does is double down on how he feels. He'll either move the goalpost or he'll try to find some way to justify his feelings still. He doesn't just, hey, look, all right, I see what you guys are talking about. I see it. My bad. I was wrong. He don't do that, okay? This isn't even the first time he has done something like this. Y'all remember the brick lady? The lady who said she got hit with a brick and it was a black man who did it? Y'all remember?
Yep, I remember that. And Flearoy was out there caping for that individual as well, because that's what Flearoy does, family. Oh, your paperwork is trash. Your paperwork is extra dirty. 92%ers are running up on you. We done showed everybody that your name is popping up on documents. You out here getting nickels and dimes to do all the bidding for the dominant society, and none of that is saving you. You in a terrible place right now, Flearoy. You in a terrible place, and foundational Black Americans are the ones responsible for it. Family, remember, y'all, we make everything pop. We make everything go. When we tell the world that somebody is funny style, they're moving on op time, that's exactly what it is. And that's exactly who he is. So if you looking now, y'all, we're peeling back the layers on people like him. All of these agents, man, are out here being heavily exposed. And I want you to think about that. Think about it from the lens in which we created, y'all, where if you're not serving foundational Black Americans, but you're talking like you are, we're going to connect some dots and see where's this really coming from. Because what they want to do, y'all, they want to use foundational Black American grassroots talking points and mix it all in with Democratic Shield and Pan-Africanism. Isn't that what Monaleo did? Ain't that the same thing? Let's tell you what the play is, fam. This is Coin Tether Pro. I'm going to tell you what they did. They used to have Coin Tel Pro. Now they got Coin Tether Pro, okay? And let me tell you how they do it. They find things that foundational Black Americans like to do, and then they write it down. Once they write it down, they give it to somebody that is their prop or someone who is their proxy. They feed that to them. They study it. They mix it all in with Democratic Shield talking points, and then they try to give it back to us. That used to work back in the day. But see, there's this thing called checking paperwork, and paperwork is not allowing individuals to get away with that. So if you say something about foundational Black Americans, we're going to say, stop. How do you feel about reparations? Well, I just feel that, all people, Coin Tether Pro. How do you feel about delineation? Well, I support delineation to a degree now. I do believe we all are African. Coin Tether Pro. You see how it works, y'all? They can't get away with it no more. It's very, very simple for us. And this is the beauty of being certified foundational Black American. Now what you're witnessing is us as a lineage, as a culture. We're doing this with ease, y'all. There's nothing that they can really get off on. Nothing at all. You said that you believe Monaleo is a Nigerian. I was going to wait until later in the broadcast, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, Black Alpha got some receipts, certified salute to the family. I was going to wait till later in the broadcast because I believe I got some pretty good news on our side about this woman's lineage, okay? Let me go ahead and put Conscious Flearoy over here on the back burner. He getting slapped up right now by I Wish I Was Britney Spears. I heard Christina Aguilera slapped him across the couch. I heard Joe Biden yoked him up, packed him up as well. Let's just go ahead and get to the point, fam. What we've come to find out, y'all, when you start talking about this Monaleo, okay, and I say that directly, I found out through the work of some of us over here in the Certified Grassroots fam and a lot of the brothers and sisters in the movement is that when you really look at her background, because remember, they're scrubbing backgrounds now, y'all. They're scrubbing backgrounds. Very, very crazy. That's their thing now. What we came to find out, because a lot of people's looking at her and saying, nah, fam, y'all tell me right now. Tell me somebody that you see. Tell me, anybody. I'm asking you right now. How many Black Americans hang out with Africans who call us the N-word? How many Black Americans hang out with people who call us Akata? How many Black Americans hang out with individuals that just slander us? When you look at this person, her whole damn team are a bunch of anti-Black American Africans and Caribbeans. So I'm telling y'all, like I tell everybody, two tethers of a feather gonna flock together. Ain't no coincidence, fam. I don't know no Black American that's gonna sit there and let somebody run their mouth and call us all types of names. You can't sit there and say that you got a problem with white supremacy, but you're okay with anti-Black American hatred coming from an African. Those go hand in hand. Who do you think the African bows down to? The same African who calls us Akata, the same African who says we're xenophobic, is the same exact African that's out there doing all the bidding for the white person that they claim that they don't like so much, fam. If you see a supremacist and you see a tether, they the same damn person. Because the supremacist is the handler and the tether is the prop. And we've been calling all that out. So ain't nobody gonna tell me that she's surrounded with all these individuals and it's just a coincidence. Hell no. Y'all check this out, fam. We going to work full time, all the time, certified time. Look at this, fam. Brothers and sisters been piecing it all together. And I'm telling you now, paperwork was dirty last week and it got even more dirty now. Shout out to the team.
Your manager, Uncle Toby, is very much racist. He does not like American black people. He doesn't like us. I want to show you proof. Hold on. Here you go. Tweet number 1. You can read it. Read all the tweets. Okay. Tweets number 2. Read them. Google what the meaning of this word is because I'm not going to say it. Tweet number 3. Okay. 4. Okay. 5. Okay. And just the other day, I made a video saying, why do Black Americans have to accept the outside Black people when they don't accept us? They come to America thinking that they are bigger and better than us. They come to America thinking that they are going to be accepted equally to the white people when they still disrespected. The only way that people in America make money is by disrespecting Black women, disrespecting Black men, and making money off of the Black culture. And I find it weird. I find it weird how these outside Black people can come to America and disrespect us, but you want to walk like us. You want to talk like us. You want to make money off of us. I find it weird. I found it so weird how you sat there so boldly disrespecting your people for a person who called you a I don't understand it. I don't understand the perspective in America. The only way that these people are able to make money is if they are disrespecting the people that is technically a part of their culture. You want us to unify with people who disrespect us, but they want to make money off of us. How can you ever disrespect us for this man? I find it weird. He's willing to accept you because you make money for him. He's willing to love on you because you are a tool for him. You are not a person that he truly cares about, love, or even want to see you progress.
Freeze. Or he's doing all of that because y'all are the same people from the same damn background. How about that one? Did anybody ever stop to ask them questions? I believe we did. I believe we did, fam. Let's make this clear, and I'm going to make this extra, okay? Monaleo is not some innocent woman who's out here being used by the evil tethers. No. Family, she's surrounded by them tethers, and she's professed her love for the tethers. And she done seen them damn tweets. If she ain't seen them before, she's seen them now. How come when she had a problem with us? Remember, I see y'all tweets. I see y'all PUSSYASS tweets. Remember, that's what she said about us. She said that about us simply for asking questions. So you seen our tweets, but you ain't see his when he got way more and has been there for years. Did you check the paperwork on the person that you hired to control your career? This man controls your career. So don't tell me you ain't seen it. What I believe is that you agree with it. I believe that he kicks all of that. Let me tell you something. If you really a Black American, and I don't give a damn how old you are, because I know some 15 and 16-year-olds, they know what anti-Black American hatred look like. This little thing where she can't detect anti-Black American hatred coming from all of her friends and family, but she can detect some tweets that we got for standing on lineage business, fam, that shows you that she's fronting, okay? It ain't gonna be that she's blind to what they do, but she got X-ray vision to what we do. Nah, it don't work that way. You are somebody who been out here caping for all of those individuals because you agree with them. It's time that we say what we've always said, fam. You know how it go. Tethers of a feather gonna flock together. Them is your damn people. I see somebody who's a tether who's okay with other tethers. And it could be you was mad at us because we talking about your friend. Notice, y'all, she came after us, but when it come to Uncle Toby, hush. Could it be you don't want to say nothing about Uncle Toby the same way Karen don't want to say nothing about Ken? Ken, who just ran up into elementary school and harmed a bunch of little kids. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Notice how the soccer W mom don't say nothing about the violence in their community. Tethers don't say nothing about the violence in their community. Because just like the soccer mom, they always focus on us. How about this, fam? It gets even worse. Every single passing moment, it gets worse for these people. Did you see her label mate? Yeah, her label mate, this guy right there, fam. She next to him. They rocking together. This is what it is. That's her label mate. I can't even pronounce this damn dude's name. I don't know. These some weak rappers, fam. I don't know them. But remember, y'all, like I told y'all, they tether together. They tether together, y'all. Let's go ahead and expose some of the things that this individual has been saying about foundational Black Americans, because he's been out here running his mouth about the certifieds. He's been out here running his mouth about all of us. He had some things to say about the lineage, heritage, and culture the same exact way that she has. Let me make it very clear. And I'm going to get back to what old girl was saying in a minute. But we're not going to play this game where he's using her. Nah, you ain't being used. You're saying what you choose to say because that's how y'all operate. Y'all all operate and y'all all function on that same exact accord. What is that accord, y'all? That's anti-Black American hatred. That's exactly what it is. It's the same exact thing, and they don't like the fact now, fam, is that we can see it, identify it, recognize it. Soon as it go down, we are on it. So as you look and you observe the whole situation, fam, and you see who these people really are, who they really hanging around, what their true intentions are, it goes back to, like I said, once again, this is her label mate. And just like Mr. Toby in the last picture, because remember, in the last picture, she's with Toby and they smiling. She be showing all her teeth. I don't see that same energy that I seen when she was talking about Black Americans in our tweets. I don't see it, y'all. And fam, how come you ain't came out and denounced it? How come you came out and you was mad at us? Don't be mad at me. I'm just a certified. You need to be mad at the other side, which is your side. So family, that dude right there, I can't even pronounce his name. Look at these damn messages and tweets that he put out, fam. These are worse than Uncle Toby. This Maxo Cream, whatever the hell that means. He said, they all cream. They always like something white, don't they? God damn. He said, I hope I never have kids with a bopping ASS Akata. I will be disowned. Damn. Here's the next one. He said, F you dummy, Black BITCH. And now you're talking about our women. Fam, wasn't she saying Bill Cosby was bad? Yeah, yes, she was. Wasn't she supporting Kamala Harris? Yes, she was. How come you're not going against this man? He's talking about Black American women. Oh, is it because Kamala Harris is a non-Black American woman? Seems like all that talk about defending Black American women, you ain't really on it, because if you were, how come you ain't calling out this man? These are anti-Black American women tweets by yo big grown Nigerian rapper, co-star, label mate. Never heard of this damn guy. How about this one? Another one, Akata. Next one. I got to be my African side that keeps me going in school because my Akata side be saying F this. Damn. Akata females are so L's. Again, more anti-Black American women. I thought that you supported Black American women. You notice, fam, they'll come out here and talk sexy Soulaan because sexy Soulaan sounds very, very ratchet. But how about some type of energy towards calling this out? You ain't said nothing. The tweets are out there now. In the lab, be cooking heat with whoever the hell on some Akata-ish. African gang, Akata, K-I-double-L-A. Fam, this is the second time I done showed y'all these individuals talking about unaliving us. Really though? Really though? Really though? Akata, K-I-double-L-A? This is where we at with it, y'all? Really? This is the type of time and the type of energy that these people are on. They out here saying that about foundational Black Americans. And we supposed to just sit there and say, well, you know, she didn't means it now. She's just a young person now. You know, when you're young, you just don't really understand what's happening. You know, you hang with people who say these derogatory terms. Fam, what would happen if the same exact thing was said by a W? Same exact thing. And fam, her creative director, he's got a bunch of things coming out dissing and talking reckless about foundational Black Americans. I'm telling you, the whole damn family, everybody that's around her are all anti-Black American, every last one of them. They say the most crude things about certified Black society, and I don't see anything or any flip back when it comes down to it. This is what I mean, fam. People been coming out here and they've been making excuses for it, but the excuses are over. We're not going for the excuses. You can keep them to yourself. This is what I mean when I say these people got on the capes.
Are bothering Monaleo are very strange. Okay, very strange. And when I was introduced to the term Soulaan, Soulani, I was told it meant African American. That was like 5 years ago. So this new shit, y'all try to act like y'all indigenous to Turtle Island is weird. And yes, we can acknowledge that Black Americans or African Americans, whatever you want to be called, because don't be under my shit talking about we're not African American. I call myself whatever the fuck I want to call myself. Anyways, yes, there are struggles that are specific to us. However, that doesn't mean we have to be rude and count out our fellow Black folk, the diaspora.
Our fellow Black folks? FBA folks are strange, but you're talking about fellow Black folks. I think this woman's a Tether.
Black folk, the diaspora. We should just respect each other, but y'all are being very strange, and it's really deep down because you feel inferior. So you feel like you have to go the extra mile. You feel like you have to go the extra mile because you're inferior to the diaspora. You don't have to be hateful to get attention, my love.
Inferior to the diaspora? What? The third world diaspora? Really? This is a damn Tether.
And let me tell you this. To differentiate does not mean to separate. I can say, hey, y'all, I'm African American, I'm Black American. Y'all on my ancestral land. Like, you know, this is where my ethnic group was found, not my DNA, because we know where that comes from. But this is where my ethnicity was founded. So, hey, can y'all respect my ancestors? Can you respect this thing that I'm proud of, this identity? You can say that without separating yourself from the diaspora.
No, it don't work that way, family. It don't work that way. No, hell no. This is a damn Tether. This is a Tether right here. This is the hidden Tether, y'all. Here goes another one. It don't work that way. Can y'all be nice to my ancestors? Can y'all not say that? Can you not call us a Cicada? Can you not say you want to unalive us? Can you not be mean to me? What you want us to do? Beg these people to show respect? No, you gonna show respect when you show up, because you in my house, fam. You don't go to nobody's house and then that person got to beg you to show them respect in their living room. You are trying to tell Black Americans that we need to play nice with all these other individuals. You hear how she just gave this fake version of delineation? You can be different without saying that we all different people now. No, hell no.
Identity. You can say that without separating yourself from the diaspora. You can differentiate yourself, okay? FBAs that are bothering Monaleo.
Nah, your damn head is bothering my signal. That's the damn problem if you really want to talk about it. But who's counting? Fam, let me tell you this. Let me go there. Let me speak on it. That right there is what I'm talking about. I just said a moment ago, what they do is they take Black American talking points and they try to give it back to us. She tried to give us this watered down, be nice, give grace version of delineation. That ain't how delineation works. Delineation is not something that you beg for, you ask for, you tell these individuals. And if they don't like it, then they know what the hell they can do. If they don't like it, then they know what time it is. If they don't like it, then they just gonna have to deal with it. That's the energy that we're on. That right there is full-time op, and we know exactly it's full-time op. And to be honest with you, Monaleo's full-time op, because what we have came and we pulled out some receipts on this individual. I want y'all to look at the screen right here, okay? Everybody's out here saying they believe she's a Tether. And Black Americans is on it now. Black Americans are like, nah, bro, I think she's a Tether. This right here are her parents, okay? I want y'all to look at that. Fam, are you getting Tether vibes from her parents? I'm asking a question to the whole certified family right now. Are the parents, the faux heads, are they giving you some real Tether energy, y'all? Huh? What about, like we showed before, her father? Is that an FBA hairline, brothers and sisters? Okay. Are you getting Tether energy from her people? Because a lot of brothers and sisters is like, it don't add up. It doesn't add up that you claim to be a Black American Soulaan princess, but yet you're talking about Pan-Africanism and the delineation movement. It don't add up that you're talking about Black Americans need to quit being mean to you, but you ain't said a damn thing about all of your people that are making these anti-Black American tweets and texts. You ain't said nothing about all them Cicadas, but you said something about delineation. It doesn't add up. Your father's running around here and his hairline looks like it's back against the wall. It don't add up that your mama's over there and it looked like I see the Tether gap as well. Family, what we've seen with these people, they scrub their backgrounds because they know that we are here checking them damn backgrounds. But when you look at her and you really examine who this woman is for who she really is behind the scenes, none of the energy that you're receiving from these people comes across like it's us. I don't see it. I don't see nobody out here. I don't see anybody really representing. And what I truly, genuinely see on the flip side is somebody who's got Tether energy. Family, right there, look at the screen. Monaleo. Her name is Leandra Rashawn Gay. Yes, the Black rising rapper singer from Houston. Leandra Rashawn Gay. Okay. What's the significance of that, Mr. Black Alpha? I just want everybody to focus on the name, y'all. Just focus on the name. Okay. Because when you look at the name right there and you see that it's Rashawn, Leandra Gay, then you got to start asking yourself, where's that name come from? Because you don't typically meet a lot of Black Americans with that last name. Well, let me tell you where it comes from, family. It comes from that right there. Look at your screen. Family, Gay is a surname with Haitian origins, and it can be found among people of Haitian descent. While the surname has roots in various European languages, such as French, English, it is also present in Haiti. Origin, the surname Gay is found in Haiti and has French origins as a nickname for someone who is cheerful, lighthearted, and even mischievous, just like a damn tether. Damn. Haitian context. Many Haitian surnames have French or other European origins due to Haiti's colonial history, and they are passed down through generations. Family, this is a damn tether. We found us a Haitian, and I'm believing right there that she's on Haitian time, y'all. There you go. Checkmate, checkmate, check mother, beep, mate. Certified Black society wins again, and we always win, brothers and sisters. Go find the names, and you gonna find out who these people are. That ain't no last name that you typically see with foundational Black Americans. No, the hell you don't. Those are names that you find in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. And this is why you've been running around here being sweet on tethers. This is why you surrounded yourself with people who say Akata. This is why you surrounded yourself who say they all want to KILLA us. That right there. Family, you already see exactly what it is. I believe that she's a bi-ethnic tether because I believe one of them parents who is coming from probably her father is the Haitian and her mother is the Nigerian. I don't think there's no foundational Black American in any of this. Okay, Marvin Gaye. Let me tell you about Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye's father, I believe, was a Haitian that treated Marvin Gaye very bad. Y'all know how that came out. And Marvin Gaye, they put the E at the end of that as well. Marvin Gaye's father is the person who took out Marvin Gaye. And he used to torment Marvin Gaye, torment our brother. Okay, so let's keep that real. This is a damn Haitian, and he spelled his name different anyway. This is a Haitian. Check the surnames, y'all. The surnames will tell you where these people are at and where they're from. That right there. So you see clear as day what it is, okay? You see clear as day the time they're on. These individuals are like that. Yeah, Marvin Gaye, he spelled his with an E, and we all know about his father. His father wasn't the nicest person, you dig? So a lot of these individuals are not foundational Black Americans. A lot of these individuals are clear as day Haitians, and a lot of these individuals are surrounding themselves by a hell of a lot of tethers. And like I told y'all before, and I'll say it a billion times, two tethers of a feather gonna flock together. Yep, absolutely. Marvin Gaye had different spelling. He had different spelling. His was spelled differently, okay? And even if it was, let's be honest, fam, his father wasn't the nicest guy. Okay, so either his father was a Haitian and he didn't treat his son too good, or the name is just different and don't add up, okay? It right there shows you clear as day. This is the same thing with Joteka Edie. Joteka Edie, the lady who raised all that money for Kamala Harris, Joteka Edie was running around here saying that she's from South Carolina. If you look at the name Joteka, that name goes back to Somalia, okay? That is a Somalian name. That is not no Black American name. Go to the names, y'all, and that will tell you exactly. See, that's one thing they can't scrub, okay? I'm going to go there, fam. We about to talk. Yeah, absolutely. Marvin Gaye's father was jealous of him. So we're not even going to be like, well, Marvin Gaye now. Shit, his dad wasn't no great person. Okay, that don't make his case of not being Haitian any better. Hell no. Let's go down the line, though, family. Let's go all the way down the line. The thing that they cannot do, y'all. His father was Skittles bad community. I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying. Let's keep it a buck. This is what they do, fam. They can scrub the background. They can hide the background. You ain't going to find this or that. But what they cannot find, or what they cannot hide that we will find, is the fact that these individuals come from these backgrounds, and that name is going to be the indicator. The name has a certain origin. The name is going to tell you exactly, specifically where these individuals derive from, okay? When you look at foundational Black Americans, we got names that are mostly common and indigenous to right here in the United States of America. If you see somebody running around here and their last name is Mutombo and they telling you that they from Oklahoma, you ain't from no damn Oklahoma. If you meet Mr. Joe Loft III and he's telling you he's from North Carolina, he ain't from no damn North Carolina. What you're dealing with right here with her family, that's a Haitian. She's of Haitian descent. She's of Haitian descent. Matter of fact, she's of Haitian descent with a stamp on it, y'all. Okay? Her last name is Gay. Gay is Haitian descent. She's from the Houston area. Fam, a lot of those Haitians are down that way. That's exactly who it is. That's exactly why we've been calling her out, and she's been looking real funny style. You don't run around here talking all that tether talk, hanging out with people who stay at Kata. Fam, the reason why her manager, her label mates, and her creative department are all tethers, because her family are tethers. Her family put her in with those Akatas. What do they say when they come here? Stay away from the Akata, right? Ain't that what they say? So what her parents did? Her Haitian parents told her, stay away from the Akatas. So we'll go get you a good Nigerian. We'll go get you another Nigerian. We'll go get you everybody except for Black Americans, because they want to keep it all in the family. They want to keep it all in their little tether family, so they kept it all in the tether family. And tethers of a feather gonna flock together. Checkmate, y'all. Y'all know the reason why foundational Black Americans are always on game is because foundational Black Americans, we see through everything. We see through it all. And them last names is the last thing, fam. Don't be surprised now if they start getting mummed. We on it now, fam. Let me tell y'all. I'm saying this as we speak, okay? Enjoy it now, because they listening. They in here right now, okay? CoinTether Pro is listening. Now they're going to start going back to scrub them names. They're like, damn, now they're on to the last names. Now they're looking up the surnames. They're looking up the origins of the name. They found out that her real name comes from Haiti. Oh, we got to go back. Don't be surprised now, fam, if they start spinning the names and trying to come up with that. That's the next play. We do something, they try to counter it. So watch what they do, observe what they do, and you'll get your answer. And we got our answer. She's Haitian, family. That's exactly what it is. And I'm not putting off that she got some Nigerian in there still, fam. Bi-ethnic is what they want to do. Notice everybody always wants to talk about being bi-ethnic when they can be half FBA. A lot of times, fam, these are Haitians and Jamaicans and Africans. Can we go there, y'all? Can we go there? How come bi-ethnic always has to be half FBA? Oh, because you want all of our reparations, right? I'm looking at a lot of people. I'm like, yo, that's bi-ethnic in terms of Nigerian and Haitian together. And this is why we out here calling out Myron Gaines. Absolutely. This is what it is, fam. It's over with now. We on it. I'm going to tell you something. When you're a foundational Black American, we are all doctors, okay? You can call everybody. I'm Dr. Alpha, okay? I got my doctors in the chat. But this doctor don't mean you a doctor. It means that you are dropping receipts, okay? So when I say the great Dr. Alpha, I say the great Dr. Tariq Nasheed, that just means, family, is somebody who's dropping receipts, and consider that receipt dropped. That is a damn tether, and tethers are getting exposed, and we going right to your last name, and we going to find out. Hell yeah. Think about it, y'all. Barack Obama. Remember when they were trying to say, well, Barack Obama's a Black American, not with no damn name Obama. Well, Kamala Harris is a Black American, not with no damn name Kamala. Go look at Barack Obama, and then go look at the surname and go find out where Obama comes from. There you go. Tether detected. Go and look at Kamala Harris. Go find out where the name in the surname originates from. Tether has been detected. Go look at Miss Monaleo Gay, and then go find the surname, and then the tether has been detected. It's easy. They can scrub, they can twist, they can tangle, they can turn it around. But that last name is going to be the final indicator that shows foundational Black Americans exactly who the hell you are. And it's exactly who we knew we was dealing with from day one, fam. Tether time. So there you go, fam. Yes, Gay is a surname with Haitian origins, and it can be found amongst people of Haitian descent. There you go. It's easy, y'all. I'm telling y'all. This generation is not the generation where you're going to tell a lie and people just going to believe it because you said it. Nah, you're going to have to step your game up or we going to step right over you. Those are the options. Those are the choices. And that's the last thing that you got going for yourself. But let me tell you something. Foundation is going to be on point every single step of the way. Shout out, fam. And let me tell you how solid we are. Shout out. I had a sister, okay, that be in the chat that hit me to a lot of that information. So, sister, if you're listening, certified salute to you. You get a special shout out. Much love and much respect because you are a doctor, because you dropping receipts. There they go. We ain't done, fam. We got more. This is what I'm talking about. I told everybody we was going in today. I told y'all we was going to expose Coin Tether Pro. And one of the main things of Coin Tether Pro is exactly what I just showed you. It's these individuals playing with names, skipping, hopping, jumping, trying to come up with things. But fam, it don't add up. Nothing adds up. The only thing right now that's moving is us, and we putting it all on the line. We are out here exposing them. Everybody's exposing them, and everybody's doing their part. Shout out to the team. Shout out to the team. Shout out to the team, fam. But this is what we mean when we say these individuals are not like us, including them damn names.
Oh boy, Monaleo, you done messed up now, and so did Deontay Cal. This is the Twitter of Monaleo's manager. Her manager, who's a Tether, Uncle Toby, and oh boy, he said some interesting things about us. This is what Deontay Cal is co-signing, calling us Akatas. Whoa, let's not turn this into Igbos versus Yorubas now. We're on the same team. It's the Akatas we don't like, remember? Akatas.
Black Americans don't let nobody talk like that to us.
Laugh out loud. Akatas always do things the hard way, but where do you sit in political science? Oh, we are Akatas now. That's how you feel? That's what Deontay Cal is co-signing?
Do you remember how I tried to warn people about Deontay Cal? I said, everything about this guy seems like an agent. Seems like a plant. Like he was placed there intentionally. And I kept quoting Cat Williams. What do you think a plant is?
Leo. Oh boy, Monaleo.
Do you know what a plant is? We know what a plant is. We know what a plant looks like, and we see it as soon as it shows itself, fam. That's how easy it is out here in the streets. I told everybody from day one that Certified Black Society, this chat is the realest chat, fam. How much conversation, debates, arguments have been going on about this Monaleo and her true origins? It was a sister in this chat that hit me to that information right there. And with some extra research, fam, it's been confirmed. So again, y'all, out of everything going on TikTok right now, all the live spaces, everybody arguing, everything going on Twitter, right here on the Black Alpha Network, all of my certified brothers and sisters, like y'all have always done, y'all be breaking these stories. Certified salute to y'all. Keep on sending them. If y'all see a tether in that damn hairline, looks like it's halfway crooked, send it to me. Y'all see a surname for somebody and it don't go to America and it travels across that damn ocean, fam. If your surname goes over the ocean, you ain't FBA, all right? If it's on some small island, you ain't FBA, right? So if y'all see anything, and I mean anything, send it to me however you want. I'm going to put it up, and we are going to do what the whole damn internet cannot do. We're going to break stories, and we're going to drop receipts and bring the truth. And that's exactly what happened. So this is what I'm talking about, fam. So I be loving y'all, man. I'm telling everybody, fam. I talk to other people out there, and I be like, y'all cool, but y'all certifieds ain't like my certifieds. My certifieds get busy breaking real stories. And that's how we're going to continue to do it. And I got more stuff that I'm going to continue to break, fam. We not done. We don't hide. We don't run. We out here. Wait a minute. Hold on, fam. As I was sitting there talking that, let me see. I got another receipt. I be getting ahead of myself. Black Alpha, bring it on back. Talk slow. Let me show y'all this receipt as well. Here's another one. Here we go. This is another receipt for everybody to see. And I want y'all to notice exactly what I'm talking about. Remember this individual right here? Y'all remember this person, right? This was the lady that we talked about last week, Erica Bennett. Remember I was telling everybody she was plugged up with the Democratic Party? Well, family, there she is right there plugged up with the Democratic Party. She's right there with Hakeem Jeffries. Damn. So we knew this woman was a damn tether from the beginning. But fam, it gets way deeper than that. Remember Joe Biden gave her that award? Remember that right there, y'all? Oh, we about to go all the way in right now, my good brothers and sisters. We found some stuff on her and some information on her that is going to blow your mind. What I said she was last week, family, I have to step it up. She's way worse than that. The whole situation that we spoke about last week about how they strategically place these tethers in our communities, and she's got all these little hidden shadow organizations that she's behind. Oh, it gets way worse than that, family. This woman's out here getting all these awards for free. People just handing it to her. Don't nobody know who the hell she is. What about that picture right there? There's another one with her. Why are you around all these damn Democrats, tether lady? How come you're out here getting paid all of these expenses to come over here to Foundational Black America and place all of these individuals in Houston and throughout Foundational Black American communities? Family, now, if you think the last receipt was something, wait until you see this one. Look at this right here, fam. That individual gave a speech that I end up seeing. I know for a fact, let's talk about what we do know. We know that there are hundreds of organizations that are Democrat and liberal affiliated from Africa, where they bring Africans in to the United States of America and place them into our communities. We know about the Diaspora African Forum, in which she's a part of. We know that she's a part of the African Union in the 6th region. This summer, right here on the Black Alpha Network, we are the ones who broke the story about the Queen Atua lady who has been placed in charge of our reparations for the African Union. We're the ones who understand, and we're the ones who identified that, right? I found out that there's a clear connection between Erica Bennett and the Atua lady, and they're both working. The Atua lady, she got an award from Barack Obama, and this Erica Bennett, she got an award for Joe Biden, and they're placing these people into Black American communities. All this is understood. Now y'all check this out right here. As I'm doing further research after last week's show, I come across an interview with this woman. And then when I'm looking at the interview, I see something in the background, something that blew the hinges off this whole story. This is only being said right here on the Black Alpha Network, fam. We have broke down the African Union, names, dates, faces, and strategy unlike anybody's doing. Look at this right here, y'all. This is that lady, Erica Bennett, that you just seen right there. Here you go. Watch her, family. And if you know, you know, okay? We got a hell of a lot of new subscribers, fam. Okay, we got like 10,000 new subscribers since we did this last story. What do you notice a particular organization that we covered here for all my day ones? Do y'all notice what's in the background of this woman? Let's go to work.
Kinds of trainings. We're talking with various, we're talking to the Ministry of Labor, we're talking with the different youth employment agencies to talk about doing life skills training for them. One of the things that, and one of the speakers said it, I thought beautifully, when he talked about why our young people leave, why they would rather die than be here. It's because there's no hope. They don't feel hope. And that's one of the things that I'm very excited about. In terms of this government is really, really putting emphasis on youth development. Talking with GSE about two things. One is we've offered to do an orientation for them. An orientation for those Ghanaians that are coming back. You know, one of the programs that they're starting is virtual assistance, whereas they'll encourage people to get Ghanaians to work for them while they're still here. They stay home, they get a good salary, and they can get a job. These are the kind of
They stay home, they get a good salary, and they get worked for? Boy, okay, I see y'all in the chat. Boy, y'all so damn certified, it's crazy. Okay, absolutely. Family, if you remember, we did a story about the migration, and we blew the complete lid off of the migration story and how you have these organizations that have been set up to take everybody over. If you've seen what was in the background right there in that family, look at this. It was the IOM, right? The IOM. Look at this guy's bag right there. That is an African. That African is on something called the Biden Express, something called Miles for Migrants, y'all. He's got that bag right there. Don't believe me? What about this van that was spotted in Houston, Texas? What about this van that was spotted in Houston, Texas? The IOM and the IOM organizations, they're the same shadow organizations that work together. So you have both of them. You have the OIM and the IOM, and it's the same exact thing, just one's for Spanish. Look at this, fam. You see it right there. Look, back and forth, back and forth. These are organizations that have been placed to send people here to America. Look at some of their hubs and where they're located at, fam. Do you see Houston, Texas down there? Do you see Houston, y'all? This woman has been working with the IOM, the Diaspora African Forum, and the IOM are in conjunction working together. This woman is a part of the organization that Joe Biden put in place to bring these people into our communities. Look at this one right here. These are the places in which these individuals get picked up from. Africa and flown here. And you see right there, Houston. Right there. Fam, we not only got the damn vans that were spotted in Houston, we got the African man right there with the damn care packet. He got the bag. He happy as hell, ain't he? He got the bag, don't he? He's like, oh, I got me a bag now. This is a good bag. These people are being flown into the United States of America. They've been getting flown into the United States of America. This has been going on ever since Joe Biden became the president of the United States. We covered this up. Now look at this, fam. If you want to take it to another level, watch this. That same lady, and you seen behind us, fam, nobody thought that we would see that back. Anytime you see that IOM, okay, you already know what it's hitting for. Look at this right here. Check this out. This right here, family, is a lady by the name of Amy Pope. All right. Amy Pope was Joe Biden's right-hand chick. They put her as the Immigration for International movement in place in a quiet election that they had when nobody was watching at the UN. This woman is the main person responsible for African immigration all throughout the world. And that's the same exact summit, same exact people where Miss Erica Bennett was talking from, in which you just seen. That is it right there. Oh, you said you seen that van in Dallas? Damn. We in here. Hey, we in here heavy, y'all. We in here heavy. So you seen that van in Dallas. Ain't that something? Wow. Fam, that is what they've been hiding. This is what Donald Trump was trying to take people out of. He didn't want America to be affiliated with these organizations because he already understood these organizations are the main ones pushing immigration on everybody. All right? That's what it is right there. So everybody has been seeing that van. And by the way, that van, if you notice, when I showed that van, it had to be stopped because people were seeing it and people were like, wait a minute now. Why in the hell is that van being spotted randomly? Wherever you see that van, you're going to see these individuals, okay? That's just the way that these folks function. That's just the way that these folks operate. I got even more further proof, fam, that this woman not only is out here working with foundational Black Americans reparations and basically in charge of it with the Atua lady. They've got the hubs and where these people get picked up at. Look at this, fam. You want to see more? Here we go. Let me show y'all exactly the hubs where these individuals are being spotted and where they're being found. It goes way deep. Look at this right here. This is CoinTether Pro, everybody. This is CoinTether Pro. Look at that right there, okay? The IOM, ports of entry. Look what's circled in red, y'all. Houston, Texas. The same exact place where Monaleo, Uncle Toby, Erica Bennett, the African Union liaisons are all located. There you go. Also Los Angeles, also O'Hara in Chicago, also Dulles in Washington, and New York City, John F. Kennedy Airport. There it is, fam. Right there, you can see that these people have not only been strategically placed in these areas, you see the pickups, you see the location, you see where they're being dropped off at, and you see the agenda. The agenda is one that is clear as day. Tether Central, absolutely. So family, why in the world is that woman that we just seen giving that speech, why in the hell is this female talking on behalf of the IOM? Other than you've been working for the IOM and you've been working with Amy Pope, your people. This goes to show you, fam, let me rewind, okay? When we sat there and we showed her last week, we were talking about her being down with those diaspora or African forums. The diaspora African forum is in collaboration, in conjunction with the African Union. Both the Diaspora African Forum and the African Union are both tied in directly to the IOM. That's why she was giving speeches at the IOM. So what you're looking at is a multi-continental apparatus that is being facilitated by these individuals to place them into our communities, to give them jobs, to give them resources and loans, and elevate them above Black Americans. They never expected that we would all be right here talking about their vans, showing these people flying in, talking about Miles for Migrants, which is an actual organization. Look it up. These people are coming into our communities, and it's bigger than just people showing up at the border. You want to talk about people showing up at the border? Black Alpha can do that too. Fam, I'm going to not only tell you who these individuals are, I'm going to give you the places that these individuals are showing up, and I'm going to give you footage of these people who are being placed there by Miss Erica Bennett and Amy Pope and the IOM. Y'all look at this right here, family. This is what we mean when we say these individuals are following where Black Americans are, and they're placing themselves directly into our community. Absolutely. The IOM or the OIM, it's the same organization. That's why dude's bag said both. His bag said both. It's the same exact one, family. Watch this. You want to see why you see this in your neighborhoods? Here you go. Everybody, this right here is your African Union, Miss Erica Bennett, and this is them trying to Tether pro us. How'd all the Africans get to Mexico, everybody? Somebody tell me right now, how do Africans get to Mexico? That's my $1 million question. Everybody was talking. Could it be that right there? Fam, somebody tell me right now. Could it be that individual? Could it be what he's on? Could it be this right here? That's damn sure what it looked like. Yeah. So when you see these individuals walking down the block, how in the hell did they get to the block? Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Okay, we got more. No, we don't stop. No, hell no, we don't stop. What about these guys? Are these people a part of the IOM? Somebody let me know. We're going to go all the way live. Let's check it out. These individuals. You think that guy right there is coming over here to be down with Black Americans? This guy right here, is he a friend, y'all? Does he look friendly, or does he call us a kata the same way Uncle Toby does? I'm just saying, let's keep it a buck.
America is come back, you know? Welcome to America. Welcome to Joe Biden. State one, nigga. Hey, what's up, America, nigga? Hey, my God. This New York City, man. What's up, nigga? I'm from Conakry. Guinea Conakry.
All Guinea.
All Guinea.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to New York?
Yeah, New York City. New York.
All New York?
Yes.
You get hotel? They give hotel? Phone? Telephone?
Telephone, yeah.
Yeah. Telephone,
Address.
Oh, you have address?
Yes.
Do you know people friends?
Yeah,
My parents are there?
My father.
Your father's there?
Yes.
Okay. So what are you gonna do?
Huh?
When you get there? What do?
Yeah. What?
When you get to New York, you do for work? What do?
Work. U.S. military.
Are you gonna go to the military?
Marines. Military.
So you're gonna go to the Marines?
Yeah, military. My work favorite.
Can you make it's very difficult? Is okay? Are you strong?
Yeah.
You're very strong.
This man throwing up gang signs, fam. Damn. These folks don't look too friendly, and they don't look like they on our side. Not at all, fam. Not at all. There you go. That shows you exactly who these individuals are, and it tells you who are placing these individuals. Yeah, the military, like, come on. It shows you, though, that these people are being placed in our communities, and you can trace it all the way back to the same thing. Maybe that's why she's out here cozying up next to people like Hakeem Jeffries. This woman was relatively unknown. Maybe this is why she got this award right there. Maybe I'm just saying, fam, if you want to put all the dots on the thing, we're going to add it all up. Why is this man so happy? Why he got a care packet? Why he got him a little bag? I'm going to tell you why. Because they get in the bag, and these people are spotted everywhere where you see foundational Black Americans. You can't hide. It is what it is. And I'm telling everybody, this is what we mean when we say Cohen Tether Pro. All right. They use these foreigners as agents against Black Americans. And they have to use these foreigners against Black Americans because this delineation movement is just too powerful. So when you start seeing things, don't think that these are just happenstance and just happening just because. You know, when you see a tether come here and somehow you got from Africa to the Mexican border, fam, I know they got inner tubes, but they don't float that damn good, okay? You ain't going across and then landing there perfectly and show up exactly where to go. These people are being placed there. So the Queen of Tuachik and this Erica Bennett, those are the two people who are highly responsible for these Africans being placed into our communities and these Africans coming over here talking reckless to foundational Black Americans because they have been getting taken care of. That's just how it goes. That's what they've been doing. I even got more. These people were out here everywhere you go, fam. All of the tea leaves and all the signs have been present. It's just all about seeing them and exposing them. What about this guy? What about his people? What about everybody? Does it look very familiar?
Where you going? New York? Where are you from? You're going to New York? Thank you. You? New York. 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 New York? You? Thank you. You? Thank you. You? New York? Where you going? New York. Thank you. Where you going? Thank you. ¿Dónde vienes? ¿Dónde vas? A Chicago. ¿Dónde vienes? ¿Dónde vas? Chicago. ¿Dónde vienes? Colombia. ¿Dónde vas? Atlanta. ¿Dónde vienes? Colombia. ¿Dónde vas? Where you from? Where? Where you going? Chicago? New York? Where? Where? What? Where you going? No. Mario. Ohio. Ohio, thank you. Where you from? Ohio. Thank you. You? Kansas. Kansas. You?
From Syria.
From Syria. You're from Syria too?
Yeah. All over.
Okay. Where you? Synagogue?
There you go. Showing these people exactly where to go to, showing them how to get there, and bringing them individuals right here where we belong. So, fam, just in this hour and 30 minutes, we've already exposed that Monaleo is from Haitian descent. We've already exposed this Erica Bennett, who we already exposed last week, is working in direct connection to the IOM. She didn't think that we'd end up seeing that speech with IOM in the back. Anytime you see that, fam, understand you're dealing with an international migration that targets Black American communities. So we exposed both of those, and we're going to continue to expose them further. That's why these people are so afraid of the lineage-based movement, because we're shutting everything down. This isn't supposed to be played the way it is. Oh, and by the way, Conscious Fleetwood, hell, exposed him. He's already exposed. Showing everybody he's out here getting G-checked by soccer moms. They cussing him out. I mean, it's all simple, fam. It's all simple and plain. These people are watching what foundational Black Americans are doing, and they're trying to come up with their own little trick bag ways of getting us to stop being FBA. Why you think they want you to not be FBA, fam? Why you think so? They don't want you to be FBA because you messing with their bag. This is what I be trying to tell people, fam. The bag is being destroyed right now. You're messing with their bag. They can't stop this movement. So the last thing and the last hope is to say, well, let's go ahead and try to get these people to be quiet. What did the first woman say in the very beginning of this broadcast, fam? What was the first thing that lady said? She said she wanted them to do everything to make our movement DIE. And I showed you that first because afterwards I was going to show you all of these people who are trying to carry that out. Lineage-based movement destroys all of these people who are trying to hustle us and bamboozle us. It puts them all to shame. And one of the tactics in which they do is that they always got to make it look like foundational Black America are a leader. It's an organization. It's a group. Why y'all think they're always trying to say, I joined FBA, or FBA is a group. FBA is a hate group. Tariq Nasheed is the leader. Why do y'all think they got to say that? The reason why they got to say that, family, is because they can't stop us if we're lineage. If we're a group or an organization, then they can put a jacket on us to try to bring us down. You follow me? So you've been seeing a lot of these people go out there and they've been harping on it. They've been harping. Tariq is the leader. Tariq, you the leader. Tariq said, no, I'm not. Yes, you are. Tariq said, nope. Then they go around the corner, come back. You the leader. We had a person call into our space the other day and they're saying, Black Alpha, how do I join FBA? You don't join FBA. That's one of the tactics they're doing, fam. And it's because we have stopped everything they've done before. Y'all listen to this right here. Y'all listen to this. This was a guy who called in, and this is Tether, Cohen Tether Pro. Watch this guy right here, heavily trying to emphasize Tariq being the leader. And watch how Tariq shuts this down. Y'all watch this.
From beyond diaspora.
Okay. Tiptoe. Okay. The goal. Why does a lineage, or how does a lineage have a goal?
To my understanding.
Notice, man, they start off on some, what's the goal for FBA? Y'all been hearing that a lot lately too, ain't you? Like we're a group with a goal.
What's the goal for FBA after they finish delineating from beyond diaspora?
Okay. Tiptoe. Okay. The goal. Why does a lineage, or how does a lineage have a goal?
To my understanding, FBA is a lineage, and y'all like picking up after your forefathers, or like honoring your ancestors, or I don't want to like say it the wrong way.
Listen. Being a foundational Black American is not what you do. If you just lay in bed all day and don't do nothing, you're still going to be a foundational Black American. If you fall into a coma for the next 20 years and just lay there getting your ass wiped, you're going to be a foundational Black American. You don't have to do anything. It's a lineage. Does that make sense?
No, that makes perfect sense.
Okay, yeah, you don't have to do anything. So if people choose to do certain things, that's just what they choose to do. But there's no criteria of you got to go out and do something. That's why there's no agenda. Like I said, if a person is in a coma and they're foundational Black American, they're going to be foundational Black American. They ain't got no agenda. They can't do shit. But that lineage is still going to be there. That's it. It's just a lineage. We're just recognizing our lineage. All right?
Yeah, I understand. Is there a founder to FBA?
No, there's 43 million. Okay.
No, I mean
You see what he just did? You see what he just did? Tariq answered it. Tariq shut it down. Tariq said there ain't no leader. You could be in a coma, wake up, you still FBA. You can't join FBA. You see that? And then what's the first thing the dude does? Can I be a part of it? What about the founder of it? Watch how this guy's an agent. I'm telling y'all. This is a full-fledged agent who called into the space, and he keeps trying to go back to Tariq being the leader. And Tariq shuts it down. But this guy was sent in. I know because I've been on these lives, and I know when these agents call in. If my brother Church or Natural's in the house, if my sister Natural in here, Natural knows what it is because Natural be spotting them. Natural will send me a DM and say, Alpha, watch this guy right here. This is an op. This is an agent. And we'll all catch it. Watch how Tariq catches it, fam. But this guy keeps going back to, okay, yeah, I understand what you're saying. But anytime someone says, I understand you, and then they say the same thing back, that means they're trying to incriminate you. He's trying to incriminate us.
People choose to do certain things. That's just what they choose to do. But there's no criteria of you got to go out and do something. That's why there's no agenda. Like I said, if a person is in a coma and they're foundational Black American, they're going to be foundational Black American. They ain't got no agenda. They can't do shit. But that lineage is still going to be there. That's it. It's just a lineage. We're just recognizing our lineage. All right?
Yeah, I understand. Is there a founder to FBA?
What? No, there's 43 million. Okay.
No, I mean the acronym of FBA. Like nothing just sprouts out of the ground. Somebody had to start it.
No, somebody had to put a name to it.
That's what I mean. Who did that? Who's the first? Who did that? Put the name FBA.
Well, I used the term foundational and just put it in front of Black American. We were already using Black American, and I just kind of put the name foundational in front of it, and boom, it caught on.
So, would that make you the founder
No.
of the term FBA? Of the term, not the lineage and what the people are of the term,
Yeah,
of the identifier.
Yeah, I coined the term foundational Black Americans. That's safe to say, but somebody coined, every term was coined by somebody. Somebody coined the term Jamaica. Somebody coined Nigeria, right?
Would you?
Somebody coined Jamaica. How come they don't ever ask who's the leader of Jamaica? That was a term. Every single thing that is a word was coined. How come no one ever asked who coined Nigeria?
Would you consider yourself at least the most popular voice, or the most popular voice in FBA? Is there a more popular voice than yours in the FBA community?
No, there's 43 million foundational Black Americans.
No, I understand, but as far as the topic of FBA, is there someone more popular than you?
There he goes with that. Oh, no, I understand, but...
No, there's 43 million foundational Black Americans.
No, I understand, but as far as the topic of FBA, is there someone more popular than you that you know of? Like you would say, like, oh, no, listen, I get my information from this person or my inspiration from this person. Like, is there someone more popular than you in FBA?
No, because there's foundational Black Americans who are more well-known than Denzel Washington is a foundational Black American. He might not say it, but that he's still a foundational Black American. He's more popular than me. Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the talking points. You couldn't go to Denzel and ask him what an FBA is, or like the questions I'm asking you, Denzel couldn't answer these questions.
Right. And there's people like Claude Anderson who has, but he doesn't. He used the term native Black American. Yeah,
he uses ADOS, correct?
No. Claude Anderson uses native Black American, and he's been using that for decades. And he was one of the first people articulating how we are a unique ethnic group who are non-immigrants. So he was kind of making sense of that decades ago, and he's one of my mentors. So, we've always talked about how we are a unique ethnic group. And it's just very important for us to designate ourselves, and we just started doing that. That make sense?
Yes, it does. I'm just if you coin if you create a term, or if you coin a phrase, doesn't that make you the leader of it?
What?
Not the you don't control Denzel Washington. I'm not saying that.
What? If you come up with a term, it makes you the leader, but the term is in reference to a lineage. Fam, the lineage of foundational Black Americans are thousands of years older than all of us. How in the hell did I create a term and I'm the leader of the term when it's in reference to a 1,000-year-old lineage? This man is agent. And listen to his little shaky voice. No. I'm saying, no. Aren't you the founder? You the leader, though, right? No, I get what you're saying, but you did steal that bag of candy from the store, right? Didn't you? Oh, wait a minute now. No, this dude's an agent, y'all.
But I'm saying that if you coin if you create a term, or if you coin a phrase, doesn't that make you the leader of it?
What?
Not the you don't control Denzel Washington. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying the term FBA. When people think of that, don't you think your face is what pops up? Like if someone was to question someone, if someone on the news wanted to know about FBA, is there somebody else that they would call other than you?
Yeah, so Ryan Coogler. You know who Ryan Coogler is?
Yeah, the guy who directed Black Panther
and Sinners.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. When he was going on the press tour for Sinners, and Sinners is based on foundational Black American culture. I've never met Ryan Coogler. He doesn't follow me on social media, but Ryan Coogler was going around telling people in media he was a foundational Black American. Do you know that?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Okay. So,
but wouldn't you say that he got that from you? Like he didn't create it.
No,
he must follow you.
No,
I would assume.
No, there's people who don't follow me who use the term foundational Black American. That's just a popular term now. There's people who don't even know me who use the term foundational Black American. That's why I'm not the leader. There's people who don't even know me who use that term.
But I'm saying you created the term, and for you to, I don't think you can say for a fact Ryan Coogler doesn't know you because you're very popular. There is a world that Ryan Coogler possibly may know you.
I don't know. He doesn't follow me on no social media. I never talked to him. I never met him. I don't know.
No, but I'm saying you're big on Instagram, so he could have seen you. Like you're popular. Like you do Breakfast Club interviews, you do Vlad interviews. Like people don't have to necessarily follow you to catch your message.
Right. But the thing is, I'm not the leader. Nobody knows me, but they're using terms that's been popularized. I've coined a lot of terms that's been put out there. But with that logic, would white people be the leaders of Nigeria? Because a white woman came up with the name Nigeria. Ooh. Lady Flora Shaw, a white woman coined that term. Was she the leader of the Nigerians?
I would assume at the time, if she named it, yeah. I would assume she had control over the resources and the economy if she could name it.
She didn't. She was a journalist. She didn't have control, but she just named it. She wasn't even a person in political.
She was a journalist. No, she did not. She didn't have no power. She just named it. Tariq got him right there. Tariq stuck him.
Circumstance over there. She was more of a journalist, but she coined the term Nigeria. So is that woman, was that white woman the leader of the Nigerian name?
No, based off what you're saying, no.
Right. So same thing applies. I can't be the leader of a lineage just because I put every word somebody came up with it. Every word somebody came up with Jamaica. Somebody came up with Trinidad. Somebody came up with Puerto Rico. When they arrived, they said this is a rich port, and they said it's Puerto Rico. So every term, every name of something, every name of a group, somebody came up with it. That's just how life goes. That doesn't make the person the leader of it. Where you from, beloved? I mean, brother, where you from, sir?
I'm born in Texas, and both of my parents are from Jamaica.
Jamaica, right. There you go. And
born in Texas, and both of my parents are from Jamaica. Y'all see right there, family? You see these agents out here? This is what we're talking about.
The term African American. Is Jesse Jackson the leader of African American because he was the one who brought the term to us?
Watch this.
In the UK. So
yeah, wouldn't that transfer over to the FBA popularity? Is what I meant. Like
the United States, yeah, the United States. But I'm not the leader of Black America. We're not Black America.
But not everybody accepts the term FBA. Like just because you call Denzel Washington an FBA doesn't mean him himself is going to say I accept the term FBA, even if it is an identifier identifying him.
That's what I'm talking about. Just like the term African American. Is Jesse Jackson the leader of African American because he was the one who brought the term to us?
I feel at the time when that term was coined, I think he was I think he was one of the leaders. No, I don't think when you say a leader, I don't think he controls what Black people do, but these are like a popular figure. I feel like is a leader that can, if you can galvanize people.
Nobody ever looked at him as the leader of African Americans. Nobody.
But there's no such thing. There's no such thing as a leader of a people.
Right. That's
what I'm saying is,
right.
But
that's
the term FBA, but this is a brand new term though. This right here.
He just made the point. Did he just sit there, family, and say there's no leader? Did he just say there's no leader? Did he just walk around and admit every single thing that we calling out with him, fam? He went all the way back in the circle. Watch Tariq light him up. It's over for this guy.
African American was a relatively brand new term in 1988. We were not using that term in large numbers before 1988, but it was put on us. It was begrudgingly put on us. Older black people don't even like the term African. They don't even use that, older black people. So that was a term put on us. My grandmother never used African American, but it was a term that was ascribed to her. Whether or not she agrees with it or not. Go ahead.
Do you think there was pushback in 1988 and 1989 and 1990 against the term? Do you think that there were people that didn't fully accept the term and was disagreeing with it and asking questions about it?
Yeah, but people didn't kind of have a choice. They literally threw it on us. They didn't have a consensus or a choice. They said, okay, this is going to be on the documents now. And that's what it was. They threw that on us, and they threw it on us to make us comparable to immigrants. So it was a term to really disempower us.
But don't you think that was a different time when black people were more disenfranchised and less educated? Like, don't you think we live in
88?
time now?
No, we were more educated in 1988. No, we were very conscious in 1988. Look at the rappers from 1988. Look at the rappers from 1980. Come on, look, that 1988. That was the golden era of hip hop. I'm just using hip hop as an example. 1988, you had Big Daddy Kane, Ice Cube, Public Enemy, Ice-T, King Son. You had Rakim. We had lyrical gods who were some of the most intelligent wordsmiths ever. Now we got a bunch of drugged out mumble rappers running around here now. The education was a little better back then, people. But anyway, thank you so much, brother Son. Thank you, brother. Let me get some more folks. Yeah, no.
Watch this, fam. Watch Tariq get him down. Watch this.
Yeah, the name of the play is to try to make me the leader. That's them. Again, they do that. Non-FBAs do that leader stuff. That's them who do that. They do that. You know? Right, he was trying to get me to agree to some leadership role. I have zero leadership role, period. The only people who say I'm the leader of anything are non-FBAs who are trying to disrespect our lineage. Those are the only people who say that. You know? So I saw the play. Yeah, the name of the play is to try to make me...
That right there, family. That's the play. Trying to make Tariq the leader so they can try to criminalize the movement, okay? Because if it's a lineage, there can't be a leader because it's a lineage. If it's a group or an organization, they can do it. I want y'all to notice how hell-bent this dude was on keep saying it. I've encountered these people. I know exactly how they do it. They won't stop, and they'll ask you all of these straw man conversations, arguments that really don't go anywhere and don't take you anywhere other than where they're trying to get you to go. Shout out to Tariq for shutting that down. He shut that down ASAP, real good. This is what we saying, y'all. You can't tell me that ain't agent talk. Fam, if that ain't agent talk, then what the hell is it? You got to understand, now we have social media and we have the internet to where individuals can pop up in these spaces and hide behind icons. This is what they try to do. That's clear agent talk. That right there was the nowadays version of somebody walking up to the Black Panthers and saying, don't y'all want to go throw some bricks through that window? Don't y'all want to go kidnap them people? That's what that was right there. It's just a nowadays version. Nowadays version is just more technical. It has technology behind it, but it's the same exact energy that they was doing back in the past. I want everybody to understand and to watch and observe the way these people been doing it. It's the same exact play. All right. They always come with these questions that are loaded questions, and you can hear their agenda inside of the question. His agenda inside of that question was to get Tariq Nasheed to say that he's the leader, or to gotcha. They'd be like, well, he didn't say it, but it sounded like it. That's what they be doing. And they're going to come at us very, very sideways from all these different angles, fam. But it's clear as day play to try to stop foundational Black Americans from standing on lineage business. That's exactly what it is. And we shut it down because we continue to say it. So I want y'all to figure out, if they keep trying to make this some form of group or organization, what's the play? Why are they doing that, y'all? It's because it's lineage. I want everybody to think about this right now. In terms of the United States of America, right? Think about all these things going on. We right now are the only lineage-based movement in the world. Name me a lineage-based movement, y'all. Think about that. The most smart, intelligent thing that we have done in the last 60 years has been to have a movement based on our lineage, based on this renaissance of our lineage. Think about it now. When you look at all these people, they're fighting for organizations. They're fighting for groups, political parties. Nobody's fighting for a lineage, okay? That right there is the thing they can't twist and turn. They can't remix that. See, when you're a lineage, you're moving with thousands of people, okay? Behind you, really millions of people, but thousands locally, millions collectively. And that is not an organization. And this is why they're really stuck. They're like, well, wait a minute now. We can't make them a damn organization. And really, what do we have now? They don't have nothing. So you're going to continuously see those attempts. And I'm be honest with y'all, they're getting frustrated because that's not working. It's not working to try to get Black Americans to go with the organizational thing. We already know what they're doing when they do that, and then we're shutting it down ASAP. And they're sending out a lot of these agents, fam. Like I told you, I just seen some personally. You did? Absolutely. FBA is the blueprint. 100%. I agree with you. Look at this right here, fam. This sister makes a good point. She makes a good point how all of these people always run back to the dominant society. Like I said, they be snitching. Watch this good point she makes about when they come around us. The first thing they do is they run their mouth, but then they always say, well, the white man's, he didn't feel this way. Y'all watch this.
Guys, you know what really kills me? When we're trying to talk about lineage and
talk about specific people's lineage and nationalities, people start to dismiss us and say, well, white people see us all as black. That is very disrespectful to say, right? Who cares what white people see? Who cares what white people think? That's how deep y'all colonialization is. The fact that y'all care more about what white people see you as than who you really are. You're being disrespectful to Jamaican people, to fucking Black Americans, to Haitians, to Hondurans, and all these other fucking black people around the world. When they're trying to talk about their specific lineage and their specific culture, and you motherfuckers say, well, white people see us as black. Who gives a fuck what white people see? You see how colonized y'all mind is? Y'all mind is so colonized, you only care what white people see. So if white people see us as all as black, then we must all be black. If white people see us all from Africa, then we must be all from Africa. If white people tell you that for some reason the earth was vacant and that a group of people went and populated the entire earth, why do y'all listen to white people? Why do y'all listen to y'all conquerors? Why do y'all listen to them? You group F.
Y'all notice that, family? Don't they always show their slave mentality? Whenever they start talking, they were like, well, the white man said this now. Well, y'all need to be this. They don't do that to us. It be y'all. You can tell who they feel is the gold standard. You can tell who they feel is the gold standard by the way they talk, y'all. Whenever they start talking about W's, fam, it is immediately always, how come we don't act like them? Basically saying they feel that they are the main players.
Everything that you ever think about in the terms of what do white people think? What do white people feel? How do white people are going to see me? How are white people are going to perceive me? Y'all are obsessed with white people. And I understand why you're obsessed with white people, because they're, look what they did to the world, right? They did this on purpose, right? They made us obsessed with them, and they made us obsessed with them because they are obsessed with us because we are their power source. They cannot do anything and move anywhere in this world without our power, right? So they had to brainwash us and make us obsessed with them. But who gives a fuck? What?
Y'all see the difference between how a Black American views that and how Africans and Caribbeans and Jamaicans, how they view it? Y'all see that right there? Look at what the sister just said. She like, Ann, we don't sit there and be like, man, why don't you act more like Karen? Why don't you act more like Ken? Every time you start hearing these people talk, that's pretty much their go-to point. They're always on some, well, you know, the W said, so it's got to be the truth. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because the W said it. That why. You feel me? That's the difference between us and them. And we understand that, and we identify and we recognize it. But let me bring it on back to the agent guy that Tariq was talking to right there, fam. You're going to see a lot of these individuals. And when you also see people popping up claiming to be FBA and they be running their mouth saying reckless things, that's an old tactic that they used to use back in the day. All right. Because the whole name of the game is to try to criminalize the movement. They can't criminalize a lineage. They can criminalize an organization. You got to understand, when you deal with a lineage, you're dealing with millions of people. You're dealing with an organization, it's a few people. This ain't ADOS. ADOS is an organization. That's another thing they do. They say, well, you guys are kind of like ADOS, right? Because they know ADOS is an organization, all right, serving the democratic establishment. That's not who we are. We're not one of these political party or politically affiliated individuals. You can't pigeonhole FBA. And that's what they want so bad. So you're going to start to see these people pop up and ask these real crazy questions. That's what you just seen that individual trying to do. And notice Tariq wasn't going for it. He wasn't going for it at all. And then you got to ask this question. How come a Jamaican is so hell-bent on Black Americans having a leader? This man is from Jamaica, fam. Much respect to everybody in Jamaica right now dealing with the hurricane. But I want y'all to notice, even when a hurricane is bearing down on them, they're still finding time to go get on TikTok in the live space and try to force Tariq to be the leader of a lineage in which he's already said he's just another person as well as all of us. You see what I'm talking about, y'all? You see what I'm saying? The obsession is real. It's real deep, and they're always coming at us from these different angles and these different elements. But it don't stop. It don't stop, fam, and they keep on trying everywhere they go. But going back to what the sister was just saying a minute ago, Black Americans, we understand that the dominant society does not view us as Africans. I tell people all the time, when have y'all ever seen a W come out and say that? Doesn't that always come from a bunch of tethers. Matter of fact, speaking of tethers, Miss Haitian Monaleo, she said that. Remember, she was like, we get pulled over, we all the same. I've never heard a W come out and say that. I only hear that from tethers, y'all. It's only tethers who really genuinely say that type of talk. When you look at W's, they know it. Let me tell you how W's know. W's know the difference between Black Americans and Africans. All that we get pulled over, we all look the same. No, hell no. White folks know the difference between Black Americans and Haitians, Jamaicans, and Africans. Let me tell you the main thing that they know. They know that we stand on business and we fight back. They know all of them are docile and submissive. That's why when they want to take their colonizing, they take it over there to them. When they want to take their stealing resources, when they want to take stealing diamonds and resources and minerals, they take that over there to them. They don't pull that on Black Americans. Trust and believe, nobody knows the difference between Black Americans and Africans better than white people, because they try to pull them games on us and we resist. We stand up. We fight back. They go pull them games on them. They bow down, roll out the red carpet, and hand them their minerals and their resources. They know who they can get away with all of that colonizer energy with. They know it's not foundational Black Americans. It's continental Africans. So all this stuff where the white man feel we all look alike. White man say we all the same. No, how come he don't treat us the same? How come? They know, fam. I said it in Washington, D.C. at the Rally for Reparations live on stage. I said, you may take over South Africa. You won't take over Southside Chicago. I bet you won't. You notice that, fam? They'll pull them games on other people. They won't pull them on Black Americans. They know better. Fam, they over here with us, they got to go do little things like run up on straight A students, elderly people, catch us while we by ourselves. Africa, they'll go over there and just run out a whole village. They don't have that same resistance when they deal with us. You know what I'm saying? When they deal with us, they be like, whoa, let me chill out. Over there, nah, they don't give a damn. They be like, man, we're going to run up on them real quick. They're going to give it to us. The world knows it. Nobody's afraid of Africans resisting supremacy because Africans don't have a track record of resisting supremacy. Africans have a track record of being a partner to supremacy, slave traders, or being enslaved by supremacy. Continental Africans, that's their play. So when you look at it, fam, this is what brothers and sisters now are coming back and saying, and it's super certified. This is what I'm saying, y'all. There's a brother or sister everywhere shutting down all that nonsense. Watch this.
Making the videos that make me create these videos, which is to say, no, everybody in the world does not see all melanated people the same. You want to be considered Black, so you group yourself in. When we see you, we could tell you're not Black. We could tell you're African. Furthermore, y'all love saying to us when we tell you that we're Black, no, you're African. What country? What African country am I from? And if you point to ancestry DNA, those are the same people that claim to oppress us. The same ones that don't want to give us our land back. And I'm supposed to believe it, but I shouldn't believe any of the other white man's history. But believe the DNA ancestry that says I'm from Nigeria and don't none of my people know nobody in Nigeria for at least 13 generations. Can y'all stop this? And then it gets so irritating because y'all act like, oh, this is the diaspora war. Me telling you I'm Black and you're not Black is not a diaspora war. Y'all have quite literally ever been telling us that you are African and not Black. And now that we are telling you we are Black, not African, it's a problem? That are proud to be Black, now you want to be Black. Put a whole bunch of and non in a room and every is going to know who's a and who's not a. Furthermore, put a bunch of white people in a room with a bunch of and non, and they are going to know who the Americans are and who are the non-Americans. What?
Yes, the hell they would. You know it. Yes, they would.
And non, and they are going to know who the Americans are and who are the non-Americans. What the do y'all be talking about? And we talk about white passing a lot. We got to start talking about Black passing. It's a lot of people that are claiming to be Black, infiltrating our culture, and they're not. Like, y'all don't even know what the y'all be talking about to be inching your way into our culture. Shut the up. That's what you should do. Shut the up. I'm tired of.
Damn. That's what you call cooking right there. Yep. All the way. Fam, let's make this clear. Here we go. Let's double up, bring it back. This is what I'm talking about, fam. All this stuff about if we all get pulled over, we're all the same. The dominant society can't tell the difference. Damn right they can tell the difference. They can tell the difference on how we walk, how we talk, but how we act. you understand with Black Americans, we have a history of fighting back and standing on business. Africans don't. They know who they can pull them games with, and they know who the hell they cannot pull them games with. They know when it comes to Africa, they can take over a whole continent. Already did it. They know when it deals with foundational Black American energy, they're going to have to hit a U-turn and go the other direction. We don't play them games. You can take over South Africa. You can't take over Southside Chicago or St. Louis or Savannah or Atlanta. Anywhere where foundational Black Americans are present, you better not pull them games on us that you do to Mr. Mutombo in Nigeria. Everybody knows. And it ain't just the dominant society. The whole world knows the difference between Black Americans and Africans and Haitians and Jamaicans. How do you know this? How do you know this? It's because when Asians come over here, they see Black Americans and say, whoa, Black folks who are proud, Black folks who ain't playing, Black folks who I better wash my mouth around. Yup. When Mexicans come up here, they say, whoa, all of the melanated Mexicans, I can disrespect them, walk around them and treat them like dirt. I can't do that with Black Americans. The biggest culture shock that you will ever see in life is somebody who comes to America and has to encounter these Black people. Okay, I'm not talking about the mops, the melanated other people. I'm talking about say it loud, I'm Black and I'm proud. They know when they come and see us, it's way different than them folks back home. So this little lie that everybody sees us the same, no, the hell they don't. They see Black American energy before we even step into place. They feel it coming because we come with that vibe and that frequency. And it's a frequency and vibe of we ain't effing around. You F around, you're going to find out. That's how it is. And I'm telling you right now, they can come here from wherever place that they travel to get to the United States of America from. Soon as they get here, they see the difference between the melanated folks in their homeland and these Black folks in our homeland. It's different. It hits different. It will always be different. And since it's so different, fam, and they're trying to stop this movement that we got going, let's go to receipt number 5, y'all. We've already dropped a multitude of receipts, fam. We've already showed you Conscious Fleetwood getting packed up. Already showed everybody that there's a 99.9, fuck that, 100% that Monaleo is of Haitian descent. And if people get mad at us, just look at her name, fam. I didn't name her, okay? Her parents did. And I believe her parents are from Haiti, as well as their parents and their parents' parents. So she's non-FBA, just like we suspected. I showed you the IOM. I showed you the OMI. And now, family, let me get to another person they pulled out. Fam, can I show y'all who the hell they done pulled out now to try to stop foundational Black Americans and this lineage movement? Y'all right here say hello to Marcus Lemoist Shield. Yep. Out of nowhere, strangely, oddly, I hop on social media the other day and I see that Marcus Lemoist, he ended up having a damn Twitter space. Now I'm like, whoa. What the hell has he got a Twitter space for? Family, do you know he had a whole Twitter space about Khalid Muhammad? What? Why is Marcus Lemoist, who is non-Black American, look at that, fam. I am not. As a son of Jamaican and Croatians living in America, I am certainly Black, you melanated mop, but I respect that this does not reflect on me. I'm talking about FBA, scratch ADOS. So the boycott, whatever, please don't tag me. He told you he's African and he's Croatian or Jamaican. Fam, you see that? How come out of nowhere this man is having a damn Twitter space? He's got a whole thing, fam, going against delineation. He done got that phone call from that handler, and that handler said, you need to throw a Twitter space. Why is he throwing Twitter spaces? I want everybody to think about this now, fam. Okay, I'm the king of the Twitter spaces right now. My brother Tariq right now is over there on TikTok, and he's packing everybody up. Okay, he's serving them A1, doing a damn great job. Okay, right now the only one popping in the Twitter spaces is moi, Black Alpha. Okay, my brother Church is in there, my sister Natural, and we giving in that work. So they seen Tariq was not there on Twitter as of late. So Marcus Lemoist wants to go have him a Twitter space. That's what he tried to do. There's always a play there, fam. There's a rhyme and a reason, all right? There's no coincidence that soon as Tariq goes to TikTok, Marcus Lemoist is having Twitter spaces. Never had a Twitter space when Tariq was there. When Tariq was doing his nightly tap-in every night, you didn't see Marcus Lemoist. Was nowhere to be found. He's trying to fill the void so he can come in and he can push Pan-Africanism onto Black Americans. You dig it? Damn right. Well, family, let me show y'all this space right here. Oh, he come on over, fam, because let me tell you, FBA, we get busy on all platforms. Come on over, Marcus Lemoyce. Matter of fact, come on into one of my spaces, family. I'm saying we'll treat you with all due no respect. Bring it on in, family. I'll check you just like I checked that dude on last night's broadcast if y'all caught it. Look at this. Marcus Lemoyce has this space, and it says, was Khalid Muhammad Pan-African? There's a brother named Freedman Anti-Defamation League, okay? I don't know who he is, but he was in there going back and forth and doing a pretty good job going against Marcus Lemoyce. Y'all listen to this right here and hear all the trickery. And then I'm going to show you Marcus Lemoyce started bringing in tethers almost as if he set all of this up. Boy, enjoy the show, y'all. Let's go.
Really don't understand because I'm a
he would be leaning over to identifying himself according to his lineage. I don't know if that's simple enough for everybody.
No, that is simple. I don't want to go in a circle here. I'm saying that's fine. That's a fine position to hold. I'm not arguing it. I'm not endorsing it. I'm only saying that that's a different take than the initial take that prompted this conversation, which was he was putting these Africans in their place, that he was at the moment that he died, or at the moment that he was giving that speech, that he was making a distinction between himself and the African, and that he had a kind of negative posture toward Africans. I'm saying neither was true. How he would feel now, I'll leave that to the spec.
I would say you cannot be any more wrong because I really got the opportunity to speak.
How he would feel now, I'll leave that to the speculators. As a scholar, I tend to approach those kinds of questions differently. Success, jump on in.
Yeah, man. Good
He brings in an African immediately, y'all. Watch this guy.
evening. Sorry, it's evening in Nigeria. I don't know. I think it's probably morning where you're at. Good evening to the room. Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak. And before I make any point, I want to acknowledge my position as an outsider, kind of, in this conversation because I'm a continental African and I'm a Nigerian Pan-Africanist. I actually wanted to address the brother who made a point about how Africans on the continent do not identify with our continent, like we identify as our tribes and as our nationalities. And speaking as a Nigerian, I would say you cannot be any more wrong because I really don't understand what you mean by we identify as our ethnicities and our nationalities. There's well over 300 ethnicities in Nigeria alone. So it's not like on my birth certificate or on my driver's license or on my college application. It's not like I have to tick or check a box that reads my ethnicity or my tribe or whatsoever. We're basically just Nigerian, even though people automatically know that I am a Yoruba man. So I really don't understand where you're getting that talking point from. I want to believe it's ignorance, but it's fine. And secondly, just like the brother Mercenary said, the elder or the ancestor, Dr. Khalid Muhammad, was a no-nonsense taker. He was somebody who was very objective and who was going to make everybody accountable. The fact that he spoke out against the shenanigans of Nelson Mandela after his freedom doesn't mean he was necessarily chastising Africans for being Africans. It was basically just calling out the foolery. Bear in mind that even when people try to sidestep the complicity of some of our African ancestors as far as the slave trade is concerned, Khalid Muhammad himself made it known that the fact that America owes reparations, or the fact that the British Crown or the Spanish Crown or all these European powers that participated in the transatlantic slave trade and chattel slavery, the fact that they owe reparations doesn't mean we should sidestep Africa and the complicity of some of our ancestors too, because we also owe reparations and we owe repatriations. There's a video in which he said exactly that we should not, that Black people in the diaspora should not allow themselves to be intimidated by some bogus or by some unruly Africans who try to flex the fact that they come directly from the continent, that we should hold Africans from the continent accountable too. So the fact that it was a Pan-Africanist didn't mean it was such a pandra who would always kiss the ass of continental Africans because he doesn't have enough self-esteem in itself. And also, a point needs to be made to the fact that apart from Black Americans themselves, there was a study that was done in 2022 by the Harvard Review. And it revealed that apart from Black Americans themselves, Black immigrants were the second largest respondents, or were the second largest demographic to agree that Black Americans are owed reparations. 84%, according to that survey, 84% of Black Americans agreed that reparations deserve to be paid to descendants of enslaved peoples.
Stop. I want y'all to notice how long he allowed this damn tether to go up there and lie. I want y'all to notice how long he let that tether lie, fam. Did the tether just sat there and said, family, he just sat there and said that there was a study. I need to see y'all. I'm going to get back to tether in a minute, okay? He said that there was a study in Harvard, which, by the way, got a bunch of damn Nigerians. He said that there was a study that said African immigrants are the second people outside of Black Americans who believe that we should get reparations. Cap. I don't believe that at all. First off, what study? What study? I never seen this study. What study? And then if it was true, could it be because those Africans thought that they could get the reparations themselves? Could that be what it is? Why in the hell is Marcus Lemoyne having this space? And the first thing he does is brings up an African to start talking about how foundational Black Americans need to go back to Pan-Africanism. This is all a play. This is all a play, family. Okay. When the brother, the Black American brother, the Freedman brother was going back and forth, Marcus Lemoyne kept interjecting. And then out of nowhere, these Africans kept calling up. And Marcus Lemoyne was like, oh, wait a minute. Mr. Mutombo on line 2. Mr. Mutombo on line 3. It's almost as if he had these people already there with the script to already say for Cohen Tether Pro. That's exactly what it is. And you think it's a coincidence, fam? Out of nowhere, you start to see this, and Marcus Lemoyne ain't giving no type of pushback, y'all. None at all. Let me proceed. Watch this, fam.
The next demographic that agreed the most was Black immigrants. So the idea that Black immigrants are the ones standing as a cog in your will towards the advancement of your justice claims or standing in the way of your reparations is ahistorical. It's not even found in there's not enough information or data to even correspond to such a talking point. So
there's Africans all over the internet that say they don't want us to have reparations. So there's no evidence that Africans don't want you to get reparations. What about the African Union where they exclude us other than when they try to dictate to us?
Delineating. This is why we delineate.
That in itself, I'll post the survey.
Yeah,
I'll post it in the comments so you could see it. And finally, this is my final point. Guess what? As a continental Pan-Africanist, I actually do support delineation, even if it's just for the sake of desegregating or separately aligning people of African descent to their specific categories by lineage. One of the major reasons I do that is because as a continental African, I live around diversity. Don't be fooled by the fact that because everybody is Black or because everybody is rich in melanin, we're all the same. No, we are not quite the same. And that in itself is the richness that God has blessed us with. As a continental Nigerian who is also Yoruba, I can appreciate the fact that there is something about Igbo people that I like and I appreciate. Lumping everybody.
Look how he's trying to give us a Pan-African version of delineation, y'all.
Fooled by the fact that don't gas yourself into thinking many Africans are against delineation. I support delineation, but at the same time, I also support the advancement, unification, and solidarity of all Black people across the world because that's the only solutions we had. Every single great Black revolutionary we've had, whether on the continent of Africa or in Nigeria or in the diaspora, they've all been Pan-Africanists, and there's a reason they are constantly targeted. If that's not the idea, or if that's not a clear sign to us that Pan-Africanism is the only answer to our problems, then I wonder what else is. Thank you very much for allowing me to speak. I'm a huge fan of you, Dr. Mark Lamont. I listened to your pod. Good job. Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak. Shout out to all my Black American brothers. You guys are my family. I love you all. Thank you so much.
As long as all of you caught him supporting reparations, but.
Stop. There you go. Fam, I want everybody to notice what the African guy just did right there, okay? Let me tell you what he did. I'm going to tell you what he did. He thought it was slick. He sat there and said, I support delineation, but we should all be connected. Fam, there's no delineation if you're connected to everybody. That is literally the contrast and the direct contradiction of delineation. Delineation means separate, away from me, going over there to your village, take your flip-flops with you, have some Jollof, and be quiet. Then that lady, remember, I showed y'all earlier, the lady, and she started talking about how she's cool with delineation. And the guy who was talking to Tariq, he was kind of making it look like he supported the Black American movement. I told y'all, they're going to use our talking points and water it down and then give it back to us. That guy said two things at the same time, two things that can't even coexist. He supports delineation. However, he believes we should all be interconnected. No. And by the way, let me show y'all exactly who this guy was. that called into this space, fam. Let me show y'all. Marcus Lemoyne has been out here. This is who he was, y'all. That's the guy that y'all just heard talking. There you go, family. That's who is down with Mr. Lamont Hill. That's the guy. He said, I'm a big fan of you. Oh, Lemoyne. We go back. We was Lemoyne together. Oh, I remember when we were Lemoyne. That's the guy right there, y'all. That's who you just heard speaking. That individual right there. That's Marcus Lemoyne, dude, who said he's a Pan-African. He said he's down. He said he's rocking with FBA and he supports delineation. That's who he is. I swear. I put on everything I love. That's the guy right there, family. So don't you think that's Cohen Tether Pro right there, fam? Right? Come on, really? Fam, this guy, he's going to start off on something, we should all be together. And then he's going to get in the house and he's going to start talking about the Joe Law Skittles. Yes, fam, he want Skittles and Joe Law flavor. That's him. That's who Marcus Lemoyne has been out here rocking with. You can't make this up, y'all. This is real life talk. I tell you, this is real life talk with real life people talking these type of games, man. And FBA, it's our job to go ahead and call these individuals out right when they do whatever the hell they think that they're doing. Zesty as hell, y'all, ain't he? Super zesty. That's Lemoyne's people, though. You feel me? Lemoyne's running around here rocking with that, and then he's trying to come around and talk FBA. Remember, y'all, Lemoyne is trying to push Pan-Africanism on Black Americans. And the reason why he's doing that is very, very simple, okay? They don't like the fact that we've separated from Africa. We've separated from the diaspora. Remember, we were never with these people socially. Let's make this clear, y'all. When we delineate, delineation is us separating from something we never agreed to in the first place. It's not delineation because we were connected to these people. We were a family. We're all Black, brother. No. Delineation is us separating from the reclassifications and the intertwining that they gave these people to our culture. This is us taking our individuality back. Delineation isn't something that foundational Black Americans said, I want to delineate from my brother or from my sister. Understand that. You ain't delineating from your brother or sister. You're not delineating from your cousins. You ain't delineating from your aunts or your uncles or your mother and father. You're delineating from absolute, complete strangers. People on the other side of the planet, people on a whole nother continent who got a whole different spiritual system. They can come up with whatever they want to come up with. All that is just gender to try to get you to believe that there's a connection there. You're not walking away from something that you were a part of. You're pushing away something that never had no business being connected to you in the first place. And the people who connected these individuals to you are the same people who are colonizing them. So you're dealing with the colonizer getting his puppets who willingly got colonized and trying to dump them on foundational Black Americans' doorstep. Let me tell you what the diaspora is. The diaspora is somebody coming to the Black American house, hitting the doorbell, knocking on the door, and then leaving a kid on the doorstep and running. That's exactly what it is. That's what, fam, I'm telling y'all, that's all delineation is. Delineation is nothing more than Black Americans sitting in our Black American household with our Black American family, doing our Black American thing, and out of nowhere, somebody knocks on the door. When we go to see, there ain't nobody there. But let me tell you, there's damn Joe Law, there's hairlines, there's criminality, there's people calling us Sakata, there's people calling us the N-word, and we looking around saying, who the hell knocked on the door? All the dominant society did was knock on our door, dump off all of these Africans on our doorstep, and then shake. They knocked on our door, dumped off all of these Africans, and left. That's all it is, family. So remember that. All these people say you're being divisive. I can never be divided to something that I was never connected to. Remember that. Word to the wise. Check this out, family, as we proceed. Brothers and sisters is out there putting in extra work, and you got to love it. Remember last week, y'all, I showed y'all the video where I said, I highlighted and exposed the lady. She was talking about how there's these Africans that were in different areas of the world, and now they're coming back to reclaim their Black American lineage. Remember that, y'all? Okay. Some lady was talking about how she's from Sierra Leone and she's a Creole, and they were talking about Black folks from Liberia. Now what they're doing is they're trying to say that there were Black Americans who left a long time ago, even as far back as the 1800s, and they're really of our lineage and descent. And now they're coming back to rejoin and be reunited with us, okay? They're trying to hit us with a reunited and it feels so good. That's a way for them to start dumping people on the plate. Because remember this, fam. If they say Black Americans left to Haiti 100 years ago, left to the Dominican Republic 100 years ago, left to Liberia 100 years ago, and we have to reclaim them, now you have to reclaim all the offspring that they created while they were gone. Doesn't that sound like another means or mechanism to allow these individuals to get reparations? You go ahead and accept somebody who left America in the 1800s as a foundational Black American. They're going to bring a whole goddamn village with them. And then you're going to have to start divvying up your reparations. Then you know they're going to get in the middle and say, no, those reparations are mine. I left in 1802, but I am from here. Now everybody wants to be from here. I remember when they didn't want to be from here. Y'all got to watch this, fam. Y'all got to watch this. This is a new era, a new wave of people trying to get in. Remember, all the doors are locked. All the windows are closed. Fam, they trying to crawl on the damn roof right now. They trying to get inside the chimney any way they can get access to our household. That's what they're doing. Access denied. Y'all watch this. Last week, it was a lady saying she's coming back for what's rightfully hers over from Liberia. Now this lady right here, watch her, family. You got to keep your eye on her, but we about to go there. So I'm letting them know ahead of time, you can't come over here. And let me say this as well. Once you leave America, you're denouncing your American citizenship. You're denouncing any form of connection you have to us. And once you start dealing with people who've been gone for centuries, they've had their own ethnogenesis, and they're not us anymore. So I don't give a damn if somebody left in the 1800s. You ain't no foundational Black American. One, you ain't foundational because you left. And two, you done went, built a whole new life in a whole new location, and the genesis has started to commence. So therefore, you became a different group of people. Remember that, fam. We're going to go there. Watch this. These individuals think they slick. And apparently, she thinks she's slick as well. Watch.
American population native to the Dominican. Did you know there's an African American population native to the Dominican Republic? And they've been here for like 200 years. And no, they're not passport bros. Back in 1824, while the U.S. was still holding on to slavery, Haiti was a free country and controlled the whole island of Hispaniola. The president at the time had a vision of a Black republic and invited free Black families from the U.S. to come start fresh, and perhaps help the U.S. see Haiti as a sovereign nation. About 7,000 said equality with a side of sancocho? Say less. Not everyone stayed, but those who did became the Samana Americans. They brought the AME church, English, and their own community structures and basically built a little slice of Black America right here in the DR. For a long time, Samana was so isolated, the culture survived almost untouched. They had their own library, theater, baseball teams, before a lot of the country had any of those. And today, around 12,000 people still speak Samana English. To an even greater extent than the isolation, their resistance to many acts of forced assimilation helped them maintain their culture. The golden age was the late 1800s and things were popping. But by the 1970s, the government forced many descendants out to make way for tourism and investment. Since then, a lot of the history of the African Americans of Samana has been lost to time and deliberate erasure. The descendants of those very people who fled the U.S. looking for equality now face discrimination here. But while the government isn't doing too much to preserve their legacy, locals are. They're pushing to protect their history.
They fled, y'all. They fled. That ain't us.
Now face discrimination here. But while the government isn't doing too much to preserve their legacy, locals are. They're pushing to protect their history, and we can do our part as travelers by learning it and sharing it. Because behind the beautiful scenes and underneath the blue skies are sometimes
are people trying to come over here and they actually can stay exactly where they're at. You ain't coming over here to no damn America, and you ain't us. That fam, y'all see what I'm talking about, man? You see why we got to sit here and we got to go full speed and regulate y'all? You feel me? No. This person, okay, somebody said that might be a dude, you know what I'm saying? So this individual literally is talking about people who left in the 1800s. You ain't no damn Black American if you left in the 1800s, fam. You go ahead and come to my house talking about some, I left 100 years ago, but, I want some food in the refrigerator. No, you better go get your own food out your own refrigerator. You can't come up in here. You can't come up in here. You ain't a part of it. Fam, where do we stop? This is what I'm talking about. They're always trying to flip things, spin things. Yeah, good luck. Absolutely. Good luck, whatever you got going. Have fun over there. Okay, so last week, it was somebody talking about coming here from Sierra Leone. Now you got people talking about the Dominican Republic. Those are not foundational Black Americans. There's a time frame. There's a time stamp, okay? When you start talking about an ethnogenesis, you start talking about evolving, okay? You can't have this thing where we just all one big human, all right? And that's really where they're trying to head with this. We're all just one big human being, all right? Anybody just show somebody to a trans gentleman. That's funny as hell. That's what they're trying to do to us, y'all, where anybody can just be a Black American. You could just show up from anywhere on the planet Earth, be a Black American, and all is well. No, all ain't well. No, you ain't no Black American. No, you ain't coming in here. And how come I didn't hear these damn stories before reparations? Again, fam, you have pre-reparations, you have post-reparations. Everything post-reparations is a bunch of different people who want to be us. Nobody ever wanted to look like us. Nobody ever wanted to say that they left 100 years ago and now they want to come back. Y'all coming back for the goddamn money. All right, fam, everything is about the money. We can sit here and talk about COINTELPRO, messed up hairlines, foo-foo, Joe Loft, or whatever. The bottom dollar is they want your dollars. Everything is about money. When Black Americans got it popping in these streets with reparations, that was nothing more than a big-ass bat signal. And everybody across the whole damn diaspora said, ooh, look, the Black Americans get money. How can I get money? And then they came over here. They used the damn IOM, the OMI, okay? And then they start flying here. They got Queen Atua. They got Erica Bennett. They got all these damn people to come in my community because you want my money. I'm telling you right now. I mean this, fam. Fam, I'm going to say something. Tell me if you're rocking with me. If foundational Black Americans all woke up tomorrow and said, we retire, we don't want reparations no more. Let me tell you something. You wouldn't hear we all Black, brother, no more. You wouldn't hear no, if we all got pulled over, we'd all be considered the African. You wouldn't hear no, can we come on in? You wouldn't hear minority, people of color no more. You wouldn't hear diaspora no more. You wouldn't hear none of these terms if we woke up tomorrow and said, we're done. We don't want reparations. How do you know what I'm saying is true? It's because you didn't hear none of those terms before we started talking about reparations. It'll just go back to what it originally was. Reparations is a lottery ticket. You win the lottery ticket, you get the lotto, you hit the mega millions, you're going to have third, fourth, fifth, sixth cousins all popping up that you've never seen before. And that's our reality over the last 10 years. We got all these damn cousins that ain't cousins. We got all these uncles that ain't uncles. We got all these descendants that ain't descendants that want in on our money and they ain't real enough to say it. We'd be better off if they just came out and said, hey, listen, man, we want y'all money. We want some of y'all reparations. How can we get it? Can we just go there? I know Tethers ain't got a backbone, all right? They ain't got a homeland. They ain't got nothing. But damn, can you at least just tell me why you're out here talking about we left America 100? Fam, this person is talking about people who left in the 1800s. The damn 1800s. So you can talk about the 1800s and then try to turn that all in. Yeah, hey, cousin. Fam, remember after Sinners, remember we cousins. Africans was literally making TikTok videos and taking the clip of Michael B. Jordan saying that and applying it to us. Y'all want my money. I know what it is. There was no friendly, we all Black, we all get pulled over, we all the same. None of that. This is why brothers and sisters who were born in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s and the 90s, they remember a different diaspora than the people you see now. All this unity and we friends, that's all new. I don't want no young folks. I'm talking to all my young brothers and sisters out there. Don't think the Africans you see on TikTok right now or the Africans from the 1990s and the 1980s. No, the hell it ain't. No, the hell it ain't. Them Africans you see today, these are these we want your money, bloodthirsty Africans, okay? That's who these people are. These are the I want your money, I want your reparations, I want everything you got. How can I get it, Africans? Back in the old days, it was y'all not really Black. You ain't a real Black person. They used to tell us we weren't Black. That's what they used to tell us. You're not the original Black man. No, you're not. No, you're not. This is what I'm talking about, fam. These individuals are not the same. They want your paper and they want to see how they can get it. And we out here just regulating and they don't like the fact you ain't getting what we built. You ain't getting what we built. You better build your own. Out here, got people ain't built their own worrying about what we built. That's the problem. That's why you ain't getting nothing. Shout out to this brother right here. Check this out, fam. This brother right here, he put it down. He made it crystal clear what time it is. He made it crystal clear that the propaganda is not working. But watch how he identifies COINTELPRO. Watch this.
See, the worst part about shit like this statement right here. It's not just the jerk chicken bammy babble, but it's the history behind it. It's just so odd.
Wait, freeze. If they don't take the goddamn music out of these people, fam, hold on. I'm trying to show y'all what the brother's saying, and the man got a whole damn concert in the back. I can't play the music, okay? Listen, everybody out there on TikTok, You're just making a damn TikTok video. I don't need to hear Mozart in the damn background when you sitting there talking about what you have for dinner. Somebody be sitting there talking about something. They made some fried chicken, and in the damn background, they got Whitney Houston playing. Who in the hell sitting there saying, let me go ahead and make me a TikTok video about dinner, and I'm going to play goddamn Cash Money in the background. I'm not thinking about Birdman when I'm sitting there eating dinner tonight. Quit making these damn videos with all the music in the back. I don't need to hear a whole damn symphony in the background when you explain it to me what you had for breakfast. They be out here saying, man, I made some grits and some chicken. You know what I'm saying? I had some bacon and eggs. And then the whole damn background, they got a symphony playing. It ain't that deep. You ain't no damn producer. All right? So stop. You're not Steven Spielberg. All right? They be out here trying to make movies on TikTok. Okay, you just a damn TikToker. Shout out to the brother. Okay, but I don't need to hear the music in the background. I done seen people playing the damn music in the background, y'all, and I can't even hear what they saying. They always talking about something. And I hear goddamn orchestra playing in the background, violins and the whole nine. Just go ahead and make your stuff and just be quiet and prove your point and then keep moving. What Treat be doing? Treat be like, I'm sorry, brother, had to land the plane. I be wanting to land these people's plane. What the brother was getting at, fam, is trying to set the mood to tell us about his grits. He be like, boy, hold on now. I done had some grits this morning. Who am I gonna play? Let me put some Aretha Franklin in the background. Yeah, no. Let me go get an orchestra. That's who I want to go get. They be having country rock music in the background. I don't need to hear Little Richard when you sitting there pushing your kid on the swing, okay? Just stop. You a TikToker, be quiet, keep it going, stop. So I want to play that, but dude got the damn music in the background, family. What he's basically trying to say, brother, shout out to you because you was kicking some real stuff, but cut the music, okay? All right, cut the music out. What the brother was trying to say is that these agents are popping up everywhere and we see the agents. Okay, boom. That's the point. Fam, now let me take it a step further. When I tell you all these tethers are living in disarray and they hurt and they wobbling and they broke, I mean that. They got TikTokers, speaking of TikTok, where they're out there and they're crying, talking about some African man. When was the last time you smiled? Do you hurt? They got Africans out there now saying, do you feel the pain whenever you see the envelope popping? Fam, they got envelope problems. Let me show y'all. I'm going to let y'all know. Let me take it to the... Yeah, Barry White. Yeah, you ain't lying. My brother said they got Barry White and the Love Unlimited Orchestra in the background. Man, you ain't lying, bro. Yeah, you ain't... What'd you say? You trying to make it feel all sexy? Yeah, be like, that's a good point, nigga. Let me play this in the background. Yeah, man, y'all going to make me start clowning for about... Y'all know when we get clowning on this channel, y'all, we'll go for like 30 minutes. You got Barry White in the background when all you need to do is just tell me about how these damn Africans is out here trying to tether on us. I don't need no damn orchestra with you trying to tell me about tethers. That can be conveyed without music, okay? God damn. Get a grip, boy. They be trying to be... Boy, folks on TikTok, they be extra as hell. You a TikToker, man. Get over it. Damn. All right. Y'all got me laughing. These damn people playing Mariah Carey in the damn background. Fam, I don't need to hear I give my all. Okay, I need you to give me about 2 minutes and talk without the damn music in the background. All right, watch this tether, fam. He says, my African brother, you know that fear when you see whatever the hell in the envelope? He's got immigration problems, y'all. Watch this.
My African brother, you know that fear when you check your mail and see that USCIS later, your mind go, we all went through that struggle, the uncertainty, that visa renewal, that work permit, that green card wait that takes forever. You're just waiting for one letter that could change your whole life. You do everything right, but you're still living in uncertainty. You smile in public, but only know the stress that you're hiding inside. Stay patient. Sometimes it takes a while for good things to happen. Your paperwork does not define your purpose.
This man got damn music
Your
in the
status.
background. Man, you ain't getting no damn... What is wrong with these people, man? If you don't get that damn music, man, fam... Okay, let me run it back. This man got music in the background. Do you understand? No, we don't understand. And you ain't getting no damn date. And why your hairline got that goddamn Ninja Turtle headband on? You over here looking like goddamn Donatello. You don't be quiet. You better be quiet and go holler at Master Splinter and go get you some damn pizza, some anchovies on it. I just want to know. Do you know what you know? No, we don't know. You don't know. All right, what you need to do is know how to be quiet and get to the damn point. Man, people make me sick, fam. Out here got goddamn Kelly Price playing in the background. They be having Kelly Price in the background, fam. I'm out here trying to prove a point. They be having music. Y'all don't even know how many times I gotta cut the damn music off and let these damn tethers. I mean, some of these brothers and sisters getting all deep. They be taking TikTok too damn serious for me. They be taking TikTok too damn serious for me, boy. You feel me? But fam, back to it. Because like I said, y'all gonna get me clowning that dude about 10 minutes from now. I'll be talking about that man whole family. Okay. And I can too, trust me. This is what I'm saying though. When you start speaking about what's going on currently, I'm talking about the current state right now, you don't see the same Africans that you seen back in the day. The Africans that you see now are Africans who have a change of heart, and desperation is thorough. I mean, you always been desperate because, I mean, let's think about it. You ain't built your homeland. So if you ain't built your homeland, how much work do you really have? But when we start talking about work and what these people really have, let's talk about what they ain't got. These people ain't got a strategy right now. They ain't got a plan right now. They don't have nothing working for them in the background, okay? This is what I mean. If you look at the bottom line and they send out these people, yeah, they got Kelly Price out here, fam. This is what I'm talking about. How many of y'all remember just a few months ago, y'all remember that Aflini chick? Y'all remember Aflini? Okay, but whatever, played all that goddamn Tether babbling music in the background, messed my whole setup. I was going to set this up. I got to get right to the point. Remember Aflini and Amanda Seales, fam? Y'all remember when Amanda Seales was out here and she was talking all that stuff against the immigrants, and she's an immigrant herself? And then she turned around and started saying how Black Americans need to do better and how we're anti-immigrant. She did a flip-flop, right? COINTELPRO Pro. Y'all remember that Aflini that was running around here trying to say that she's Afeni. There's only one Afeni Shakur that we identify and we acknowledge, and it ain't this Tether running around here. These are both Tethers that been talking crazy, okay? So before you had this Monaleo, before you had all of their family, let me tell you who you had. You had Amanda Seales and this Aflini running around here. Fam, let me tell you how all of these agents are working with each other. Look at this. Look at this picture, fam, this photograph that just came out. Look at this right here. Look who you see in this damn picture. There goes Aflini and Amanda Seales and Jill Stein. Yeah, Conscious Flea's homegirl. Right there, all together as one, y'all. You see it? This is what we talking about. Are you surprised that Aflini came out trying to get Black Americans to pick up the flag and to start going to fight for Palestine? And she was talking about FBA. And Amanda Seales was talking crazy about FBA. And now you see both of them together hanging out. You see what we're talking about, family? You see what I'm saying? That's the type of energy. Fam, these are all agents, fam. They all working for the same time. Democratic candidates. And I know people say Jill Stein ain't no Democrat. She's a damn Democrat. I don't hear about no damn Green Party. If you ain't won no damn election in the Green Party, the only parties that exist are the Democrats and the Republicans. Just like Bernie Sanders running around here talking all that. He ain't no damn Democrat, but he caucuses with the Democrats. And you a damn Democrat. That's all the same. White supremacy only knows two political parties, and the Green Party ain't one of them. These are Democrats until further notice, straight up and down. Jill Stein is a Democrat. If she talk, she just got the watered down version of what Joe Biden would say. And they only have that to make themselves look like a feasible option. That's all that is. But you see them all together, family. These are two tethers who just 2 months ago were trying to dictate what Black Americans should be doing. That's it right there. So you can look along the whole lines, family. You see the same people with the same agenda, with the same plot, with the same strategy, talking about the same lineage. Remember, none of these people's energy is ever, and I mean never, ever directed towards other communities. All of their attention and their energy is always focused on Black Americans and what Black Americans need to do. When in reality, they could easily be out here talking about what other communities need to do. But there's never that focus on other communities because other communities don't have what they want. What do they want, y'all? Reparations. That's exactly what it is. You already know. Yeah. Jill Stein, absolutely. Another open borders candidate, just like Joe Biden. So you can see that play right there, y'all. And do you know they're getting to the point now with these agents, fam, with COINTELPRO Pro, where they're sending out certain agents and these people aren't even showing their faces. They're not even showing their face, fam. You got people out there saying some real strange thing. This video I'm about to show y'all is probably the biggest indicator of some of that agent behavior that we got to watch out for. And y'all know we've been out here breaking this down thoroughly on this broadcast. Y'all look at this right here, because remember, they're always going to send people from outside of the foundational Black American community to try to talk as if they down, but in reality, they're not. So let's think, fam. Marcus Lemoyce Hill, a severe background of Pan-Africanism, holds a random space and he's trying to get Black Americans to quit being FBA and to try to Africanize us. And mysteriously, he has all these Africans pop in and call. Yep. How about Monaleo? Haitian, surname, background, checkmate. All of her label mates, all of her friends and managers, easy. How about this Erica Bennett lady with the OMI, how she's affiliated with them? How about Conscious Fleroy out here getting checked? And then how about this right here, fam? We can put all the receipts on the table and we can stack all the receipts on the table. And every single one of those receipts are going to go exactly back to why we delineate and why we regulate and why all the regulators got to mount up 24/7. Look at this strange video that I came across. This is another odd video, fam. I couldn't get no information on the individual who made this, but there's some real agency in here. Let me know if y'all see the agency here too. Look at this, fam. No picture. The guy's not showing his face, family. No picture. But this guy says Pan-African turns FBA. You can't turn FBA. Either you're a foundational Black American or you're not. What do you mean turn FBA? Listen to this, y'all.
Well, the main reason why, in my opinion, is what happened was, there's two reasons why I decided not to be a Pan-Africanist anymore. One reason why I decided not to be a Pan-Africanist is because, honestly, I'm just going to be frank with you, is because I saw what the Africans were doing to each other, to be honest with you. Like, when I started paying attention, like when I first went to Africa, I swear to God, man, I didn't know crap about, like, tribalism. I didn't know how deeply prevalent tribalism was in Africa. But now we're starting to realize the reality is people are tribal. That's it. You know, the Oromos versus the Amhara versus the Tigray versus the Oromo versus the, you know what I'm saying?
What is this man looking for? And family, is this a voiceover? Brothers and sisters, my certifieds, is this a voiceover? This ain't real. Do I hear a goddamn owl in the back? Ain't no damn owl in the middle of the afternoon. Fam, I hear an owl. That damn thing, whoo, whoo. This is a voiceover with the guy hiding himself from the camera, walking through the woods, ain't showed me, ain't even told me why he in the woods. Fam, these is damn Tether agents. This is COINTELPRO. This is COINTELPRO all damn day long, family. This man is walking in the woods, talking about why I turned FBA, because y'all knows y'all's a group, right? Y'all knows Tariq Nasheed is the leader, right? Black Alpha is the colonel as well. So we have to watch out for all of y'all. Iron Will is the lieutenant. My sister Angelic Elena, what she is the newcomer who just got her initiation last Saturday. This is a damn agent, y'all, all day. This is where we at with it now. People are taking videos in the woods.
Man, like, this is all a big ass circle, you know. I'm not trying to go there no more in my life. I just want to be free from all that tribalism. So that's one reason why I decided not to be a Pan-Africanist anymore. And the second reason why is because after I returned back to the United States, there was a movement that I had really not that much information about when I was in Ethiopia, but I got here and I got kind of up to speed. Like, Black Americans, we are starting to call ourselves foundational Black Americans, and we have a lot of pride in our country. And exactly, I'm about to actually go right now, I swear, as soon as I finish this video, and buy a big ass American flag and just put that shit right on top of my house, bro. I swear I'm gonna go buy a big ass American flag and just hang that shit right on my house. Because now I realize I'm not African. So that's another reason why I can't be Pan-Africanist. I'm Black, foundational Black American. I built this country. Like, everything that you're seeing on this video belongs to me. I literally feel like now that America is my country, belongs.
Nah, damn. Boy, they cold. This man done did a voiceover, family. I know a voiceover when I hear one. Everything in his video, then he's being disingenuous, so he's lying. Everything in his video belongs to me. What, the leaves? What, the damn tree? The owl in the background belongs to you? Because you ain't showed nothing, homie. Family, this ain't, nah, bruh. Nah. This dude is a damn Tether agent trying to make it look like you can join the organization when it ain't no damn organization. You're in the woods. This is clearly a voiceover. Clearly a voiceover. Notice he ain't even looking up. Not only are you in the woods, you in the woods and the camera's on the ground. The camera hasn't even been up yet. This is agent talk, y'all, all damn day long.
Even more so than Caucasians, immigrants, or anything. Slavery built this country. So guess what? It's time for me to take ownership, you know what I mean? And I can't take ownership as a Pan-Africanist who believes in one Africa when I just told you that Africans don't even believe in Pan-Africanism, you know? And I started seeing how many Africans are coming to the United States, kissing white people's ass. And so it's just like a big ass shame, man. You know what Prime Minister Abiy and all those damn leaders are doing to Africa.
Man, son, he's about to say something. I haven't heard all of this. He's about to say something that's going to be incriminating. I can feel it. What I always tell y'all, fam, don't I always say they spend the first minute and a half babbling, and then at the last 30 seconds, they say what they really wanted to say, and then they cut the video? I don't know what he's going to say, but he's about to say something that's very agent, some real incriminalizing agent talk. Let's see what it is.
It just makes me not want to be nowhere near it. A Pan-Africanism, any of that shit no more, you know? Excuse my language. I'm actually trying to be, like I told you. Man, I ain't trying to sound funny, but I think the Black Americans.
What was he about to say? I'm really trying to be, and then the camera flipped. He didn't even answer his own statement. And then the camera changed. Hold it. Nah, bro. Homeboy. Nah, talk your talk, Tether agent.
That shit no more, you know? Excuse my language. I'm actually trying to be, like I told you. Man, I ain't trying to sound funny, but I think the Black Americans are going to take over. I think the foundational Black Americans, like, we are the new master race. Like, we're going to be the new master race, man, because God ordained us and anointed us. And that's why we are the chosen people in the Bible, the real ones. And all this stuff you see about World War III finna kick off, trust me, man, after all this shit pop off, who's going to be on charge? I guarantee you it's going to be me and my people. You'll see. All right, guys, you have a blessed day.
No. He did it. Did he just say we're going to be the master race and we're going to be in charge after World War III? Hell no. Fam, as a foundational Black American, I denounced this video. I denounced them damn Leafs. I denounced that owl in the background, and I ain't even seen his hairline, but I'm denouncing that MF as well. Okay? Did the man just say FBA is about to take over, be the master race after World War III? Who we gonna harm to do that? Did he just put us in the military? What? How we gonna take over? Mr. Hidden Hairline. Fam, we went from hidden colors to hidden tethers. Is this now hidden hairlines? Is this hidden hairlines, fam? Did the man just say that we about to take over after World War III? I knew it was coming. And notice, soon as he said it, he's like, all right, everybody, good night. No, let's see if I heard that right. I ain't tripping. No, wait.
Prime Minister Abiy and all those damn leaders are doing to Africa, it just makes me not want to be nowhere near it. A Pan-Africanism, any of that shit no more, you know? Excuse my language. I'm actually trying to be, like I told you. Man, I ain't trying to sound funny, but I think the Black Americans are going to take over. Like, I think the foundational Black Americans, like, we are the new master race. Like, we're going to be the new master race, man, because God ordained us and anointed us. And that's why we are the chosen people in the Bible, the real ones. And all this stuff you see about World War III finna kick off, trust me, man, after all this shit pop off, who's going to be on charge? I guarantee you, man, after all this shit pop off, who's going to be on charge? I guarantee you, the real ones. And all this stuff you see about World War III finna kick off, trust me, man, after all this shit pop off, who's going to be on charge? I guarantee you it's going to be me and my people. You'll see. All right, guys, you have a blessed day. You know what I'm saying? Well.
Nah, no. Oh, man, that's some agent talk. Boy, he went full agency, didn't he? Family, did he not go full agency? You see what we got to watch for? You see, absolutely. You said it damn well in chat. He's trying to get that RICO stuff. That's really what, fam, let's be real. They out here giving rappers RICOs. A lot of this is also, that's a damn good point. I love the chat. That's a damn good point. Be very cautious with this stuff because then they can start hitting you with RICO stuff. Remember, y'all, they gave RICOs to more rappers than they have to all of these supremacist organizations that tell you their supremacy. Okay, so when these people start talking about war gonna kick off, we gonna take over. See, if a war kicks off and we take over, that's basically insinuating that we harmed a bunch of people to do it. You don't just take over after World War III. After World War III, there's gonna be a lot of people that ain't doing too good. Is he trying to say that we're the ones who did it that way? No, hell no. That's hidden hairlines. I don't know who that man is. Denounce all day. That's that RICO. You got an owl in the background? Nah. Nope. Hidden hairline. You ain't talking to us. You ain't talking about us. Keep that to your damn self. That's what you better do. So you see that all day. Yeah, he's using a lot of dog whistles. Absolutely, beloved. You are so right about that, family. That's exactly what he's doing. Using a bunch of dog whistles. So they'll go back and play these videos and be like, well, wait a minute now. This guy right here said World War III. And he said he's FBA. This guy right here said that he's going to take over. Y'all going to be a master race. First off, we're not a master race. Okay, foundational Black Americans are a lineage. Notice that he said race. No, I want y'all to notice that, fam. That's the same thing they do with our reparations. They want reparations to be race-based. All right, we're not a race. Foundational Black Americans is a lineage, heritage, culture, ethnicity. That is exactly what we are. We're not out here talking about race. Everything he said was wrong. All right, everything you're doing is bad, and you know what I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking to. Everything they're doing is bad. That's what I'm talking about, fam. These individuals are out here just saying things. They're blurting things out that make no sense, that don't add up, that do not compute with what we said. I knew there was some agent stuff, fam. I believe on this broadcast, this has been one of the most classic broadcasts in the new black media. One of the most classic broadcasts in all of media. We've genuinely right here, fam, discovered and exposed so many different agendas and characteristics in these people. We right here, Certified Black Society, all of y'all in the chat, y'all the ones who exposed all of these tethers running around here hiding. And why everybody in the world right now is debating whether Monaleo is really a Black American, shit, we answer that right here today. Y'all answer that question, and all of our suspicions have been confirmed. She is. We're the ones who broke down that they're flooding our areas, particularly Houston, with a bunch of Nigerians and people from Ghana, and they're using all of these diplomats. We're the ones who exposed that. But that clip right there, that may have been the biggest agent talk that I've seen. Dude in the damn woods hiding, saying inflammatory things about the movement. Nah, bruh. No. So you understand what we're facing, who we're dealing with, and how we're dealing with these individuals. How are we dealing with them? Delineation. See, delineation stops them from putting jackets on us. Delineation stops them from putting coats on us, putting words in our mouth. Delineation puts an end to a lot of things. That's why they fear delineation. That's why they fear FBA. And this is why the world right now is watching us prevail. And it's a beautiful thing, fam. It's a beautiful thing. Absolutely. Let me show y'all some more as we get past all that agent talk. I'm still tripping. That man had an owl in the background. I'll be damned. An owl in the back. Let me tell you something else they're doing, y'all. Do you know now? Okay, we talked about this just the other day. What did we say, fam? A lot of y'all remember. There's this new wave of tethers claiming to be from the South. They particularly love to say North Carolina and South Carolina. And I'm going to tell you the reason why they do that. They understand that we were onto them being from the East Coast in New York. All of the tethers on the East Coast, they got a terrible attract. Let me make that back. Let me take it all the way back. Their name is dirt, okay? So when you see a tether come out here and say, I am from Brooklyn, you already know what they're hitting for. They say they're from the Bronx, you know what they're hitting for. So now they're trying to place themselves in our motherland, all right? Our motherland is the South, okay? Straight up. So now these tethers are starting to say they're from North Carolina. I started noticing this about 2 years ago. I remember when tethers used to first come out and just be like, they're from New York. But they understand as soon as we see somebody that's got a funny ass hairline or funny ass energy from New York, we could spot them. See, in New York, we spot tethers because we already know it's Tetherpalooza. In the South, now they feel if they can come down here and say that they're a part of our lineage in the South, they can get more involved in where we're from. You ain't from no damn South, all right? And this is why you're starting to see these people with these janky ass accents trying to milk it and twist it and make it sound like it's a Southern accent. No. One thing about us, fam, you can't come up with no fake ass Southern accent. You just cannot. You cannot. Because, and I said this before, fam, one thing about foundational Black Americans, matter of fact, whoa. Sidebar Black Alpha, I'm going to get to that. I'm going to roast some tethers. All the hairlines, I promise y'all I'm going to get to them. I just thought of a point while I was making a point. Y'all notice how they're always trying to talk about how we have a connection to Africa, in which we do not, because we ain't no damn Africans. And they're always trying to take things that we do and put an African jacket on it and Africanize it. Our spiritual system is Black American. They try to Africanize that. Our music is Black American. They try to Africanize that. They'll take one thing that a Black American does and they'll try to tie that into Africa from 1,000 years ago. How come nobody ever ties in the South to all the foundational Black Americans who live throughout the country? Because what I hear a Southern accent even in people who are from New York. Somebody can be from New York with a heavy New York accent. I'm still going to hear some South Carolina, some Virginia in the way they talk. What about my brothers and sisters on the West Coast? I can go to somebody right now in LA and they going to sound like they from Louisiana. Let's go to Chicago. Y'all know Chicago sound just like Mississippi. How about that? You can go on up to Ohio or Michigan. I bet you hear some Alabama. I don't hear no damn African when I hear a Black American talk. I hear the South when I hear Black Americans talk. I hear brothers and sisters who are from the South when we speak. I don't see none of that other stuff that they talking about. Fam, you can go get anybody from foundational Black American culture. You gonna hear the South in them. So ain't it funny? It's funny that they always jump over Africa. And then they'll say, well, Black Americans go back home. But when we start talking about the South right here, then it's trying to disconnect us. They want to connect us to Africa and disconnect us from the South. That ain't happening. The South is our motherland. If you a Pan-African, a scam African, a panty, you can have Africa all you want to. We don't even want it. I'm telling you right now, Africa is free and wide open. You can go over to Africa. You can have Africa all you want. If you want that to be your motherland, you can have it, okay? We right here, we got our motherland. That right here is certified South. That's where we at with it. So if you don't like it, deal with it. But I'm telling you right now, the only connection I hear is a Southern connection opposed to an African connection. And we're going to stand on foundational Black American motherland energy, and it's going to be certified the way it's always been. And that's how it will always be. You right now go talk to somebody from New Jersey, you're going to hear the South. Go talk to somebody from Seattle, you're going to hear the South. Go talk to somebody from Mississippi, you're going to hear somebody in Chicago. Go talk to somebody from Florida, you're going to hear you a little bit of Ohio. That's just how we get down. So miss me with all that talk about Africa when you got the South right here and we bubbling. So one of the things that they're doing now is they're trying to take Black American culture and insert tethers into the South. Fam, it was very, very strategic that they're trying to place all of those people down in Houston. That is a hub for foundational Black Americans, right? The same way a year ago, they were trying to claim Louisiana. Fam, we just sat back and watched these people locate the South. What they've been doing in Atlanta. That Queen Atua, she's in Atlanta right now, all right? I always tell people, we have to maintain the South, okay? I love the whole country. The South is our motherland, and if we know it, they know it. So they've been strategically trying to place these people in the South. Fam, if the South was in the house, and y'all know I'm always right there. Yeah, shout out Watts FBA. Yeah, sound like New Orleans. Absolutely, family. Absolutely. I'm always talking about how right here in foundational Black America, all right, we're always interconnected everywhere we go. Why y'all think they put out that BS study saying family reunions are down? Like somebody actually tallied that up. And you mean to tell me family reunions are down when we have technology to where we can connect? If you go get on people's Facebooks, fam, they got family members that they don't even know, but they've connected with them based on technology. They're doing that because they want to disrupt the South, which disrupts us because they know that's our motherland. They want to flood the zone with tethers right here where we at, family. Shout out to Mississippi. Shout out. One love. Columbia, South Carolina. Yes, indeed. Love Columbia, South Carolina. I shot a movie out there in Columbia, South Carolina. Shout out to Columbia. That's what I'm saying, though, fam. We got a lot of energy in this FBA everywhere. And the South is the main core of foundational Black America. And we all got a good love and a good energy. That's why they spend so much time trying to divert us from it. But let me tell y'all something. Y'all know that they're right now saying that there's fam. I'm telling you, here's some more agent stuff. Here you go. Here is Tether, shall I say, not Tether Palooza. Here is Cohen Tether Pro 15 on this broadcast. They're saying that there's South Carolina people who speak Yoruba and they didn't learn it from Africa. They said God gave it to them. Family, you got the guy in the woods with the owl, the hidden hairline. You got a Fleeny running around here looking like she needs about a half an ounce of lotion and Vaseline. Her lips look like they are about to crack wide the hell open, like the Grand Canyon. You got Conscious Fleroy out here getting drugged by soccer moms. You got all these damn African agencies and tethers crying, playing Barry White in the background of their videos, trying to get sympathy. And now you have TikTok videos where they're saying Black Americans in Carolina speak Yoruba and they learned it from the gods. I'm not lying. Somebody said, what the? Yes. Shout out to Philly. Philly in the house. Yes, family. Now they're saying that God gave Black Americans Nigerian language to connect us to Africa. Let's go there, family. Y'all know how we do things on this side. Watch this video, family, and enjoy the fact that these damn people are that desperate. Fam, here we go. The African village in South Carolina that learned Yoruba language from the gods. Here we go.
Never been to Nigeria.
But how come you understand Yoruba this
Who
much?
taught you how to speak Yoruba?
Spiritual.
Oludumare. And you're not a Nigerian? No Nigerian live here. No Nigerian.
Jesus. He has never been to Nigeria before, and he's not a Nigerian, but he's speaking more Yoruba than Nigerian person. This is spiritual. We're in Yotunji African village. This is really spiritual.
Like this.
If you want to understand the work of spirit, you have to come here. Kábíyèsí o. We are here to showcase.
Olùdùmarè òun ilẹ̀ pé alọ́pìn tó Ọ̀yọ́ gbogbo ọba ayé ọba Ajamu.
I'm gonna tell you what this is. I see y'all in the chat. I see y'all. I'm gonna tell you why this is. Because that guy right there is a damn African. That's why he's speaking Yoruba. Fam, that guy's an African. What they're trying to do is make it look like that's a black American from South Carolina speaking Yoruba that God knocked on his door and handed it to him. No, he's speaking Yoruba because he is an African. That's why. There ain't no damn black Americans in this whole video. Look at this guy back here, okay? And notice he got a New York jersey on. What was I just telling y'all? What was I just telling y'all about New York? Look at this, fam. Are you surprised? Damn African with a New York jersey walks by. Watch him. Look at that. Look at that guy in the background, y'all. Look at that. That dude's a damn African. He an African and he's from New York. He's an African from New York, and this guy is an African. This dude ain't getting no damn Yoruba from God. He got it from his mom and dad because he ain't no black American. That ain't no black American, y'all. That ain't no black American. Ain't nobody there. African accent. They're making it look like, oh my goodness, a black American from South Carolina is speaking Nigerian. No, a Nigerian is speaking Nigerian, pretending to be from South Carolina. Look at his friend in the back. This dude is clearly a Tether from New York, and he's probably visiting his Tether family in the South. But he ain't no damn black American. This is where we are now, y'all. This is where we are. Now they're saying, man, scratch that. They're trying to connect us to Africa so bad, they're saying God is doing it. Because the Tethers couldn't connect us to Africa, and neither could they TikTok videos. Let me go ahead and let this ride, and we about to roast as soon as this is over. Get ready.
Kábíyèsí o. We are here to showcase.
Olùdùmarè òun ilẹ̀ pé alọ́pìn tó Ọ̀yọ́ gbogbo ọba ayé ọba Ajamu. We must give thanks to Bogbo Ilosiki Babalochi Nile Oyetunji. Eleko Nile Kun Bogbo Ishidala Yoruba.
We got Florence, South Carolina in the house. Florence, South Carolina says that man is no damn Carolina man. Shout out, fam. So we got Carolina in the building, and Carolina says they don't know, dude. Carolina said, who the hell is that? Carolina said, you better stop claiming Carolina. You ain't like us. I believe we got you ain't like, the Tether God. Oh, damn, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. And fam, that's why we say that right there. That's what I told y'all. We tether together. We tether together. That's exactly what they're out here trying to do. And that's exactly what they think they're going to pull on us. Okay, so let's get it right, y'all. Okay. TikTok could not Africanize us. Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, Barack Obama, the Democratic Party, Marcus Lemoyce Hill, Scam African, Dr. Kubar Johnson, all they tantrums, all of they We All Black Brother, the African Union, the 6 BS region, none of that can Africanize us. So now they're saying God did it. They're trying to use God to Africanize foundational black Americans because they want to come to America so they can be next to their gods, white people. You see what I'm saying? It's that easy. These people are now trying to use spirituality to connect us to Africa. If it wasn't already bad enough before, when they was trying to take everything we do and say, you really got that from a village, the reason why you look at the God that way. Now they're trying to say, God done came to our house, knocked on our door, inserted Yoruba into our brains, and now we all just one big black American living in Carolina, North Carolina, the South, and we talking Yoruba. Stop playing with me, man. Absolutely. Yeah, you can hear the African accent when dude was talking. You can hear it clear as day. So no, that one ain't gonna work. Fam, desperation is crazy. Desperation will have you doing some desperate things. And if you look, fam, they out there doing some desperate damn things. And we're not going for that one. We laughing. That's why we trying to tell people, man, we out here laughing at these folks. These folks out here getting laughed at. But don't they give us a reason? You give us a reason. Don't be mad at foundational black Americans. That's all on you. Okay? You cannot fake a foundational black American accent. You just can't fake our culture. See, the thing is, man, they don't like us knowing our culture Because since we know our culture, we could just close the door on these people. And that's what we've been doing. We've really just been closing the door on them. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. I see my brother Church in here. Shout out to my brother Church. We out here, fam, as a lineage, and we're out here wrecking. And let me say this, fam. I wanted to bring this up to everybody the other day, right? One thing that has changed in this era is the very, very fact that we have so much community pride, so much cultural pride, that all of those naysayers and defeated people, they can't come into our positive zones anymore. Y'all remember back in the day, there was always that black person that said, it's all our fault now. Always had their head down. We the ones who did it. It's really us. We the ones who out here committing crimes. We the ones out here with baby daddies and baby mamas drama. Y'all remember that defeated Negro character? All right, everybody's got characters. How many of y'all remember the defeated Negro character from yesteryear? There was always the defeated Negro character. And I used to tell people, how come black folks is the only ones with a defeated Negro character? I've never met a Mexican that says, it's all our fault. We the real problem. I've never met a Puerto Rican who says that. I damn sure never met a white person who said that. I've never seen nobody. I ain't seen Joe Rogan talk about the white on white crime. I never seen him talk about homelessness in the white community. I never seen him talk about fathers leaving, which they do a hell of a lot in that community. There was always that defeated Negro character. Y'all notice that this Renaissance era got rid of that character? And if that character shows up around us, he gonna get checked, packed up, and sent the hell out the place. Y'all notice that, fam? You see what happens with cultural pride and how it just took over? You don't have that. Yeah, I couldn't stand that. There used to always be that person. Fam, the defeated Negro got so bad that he would start blaming black people for things that we didn't even say we did. Okay, fam, a hurricane could come. They'd be like, we really the ones who created the hurricane. We can't get mad at the weather. We's the ones who started it. All that damn liquor we be drinking. What? We'd be like, what the hell is he talking about? They just start blaming us for any damn thing. Anything, fam. Things that we ain't nowhere near did. Things that we would admit we didn't do, they still blame us. They be like, I know we didn't do it, but really it's still our fault though. Fam, I'm not lying. I knew somebody, I ain't gonna say no damn names. But I knew somebody that would blame black people for things that he admitted we didn't do. He'd be like, I mean, I know we didn't do it, but it's still our fault. Then how the hell is it your fault if you didn't do it? Let me tell you something. And by the way, if you're listening out there, the person I'm talking about, don't you ever come around foundational black Americans. I'm going to check you now, just like I checked you then. Only difference is now we got a whole Renaissance era, so there's going to be about 50 million of us who check you in the process. The defeated Negro character doesn't exist anymore in the community. And that's all because of our pride. And going back to our pride, this is why people don't pop up and say God Africanized us. All right? Because next thing you know, fam, it's going to turn into a whole spirituality thing. And they're going to be sitting there trying to say, well, black Americans really got blessed with the Yoruba genes. And that really let them know. If you look at chapter 25, verse 52 and a half in the Tether version of the Bible, what it really says is that all black folks will wake up one day and speak Yoruba. That guy in the video, he was a prophet. And come 2026, it wasn't really a rapture. What it really was black Americans realizing their oaths. So they're going to all get a flight back from the IOM and they're going to go back to Africa and they're going to go back to their village. It's as simple as that, brother. No, it ain't simple as that. And you a goddamn Tether. All right. So miss me with your Bible, your religion, miss me with your spirituality. Foundational black Americans are cool. All right. We got our own spiritual system and it's been doing this damn well. It's doing so good. Your ass want to come over here. All right. It's doing so good that you want to dress like, walk like, talk like us. You can take all of that. God is making us speak Yoruba because eventually, fam, it's going to be God told us to go back to Africa. Ain't that next, y'all? Is that not next? Family, is that not next? Is the next thing not God told us to go back to Africa? Y'all know it's coming. Y'all know it's how long until we sit here right here. I'm going to be playing this clip. All right. My future self. Okay. Myself around April. All right. Around it might even be April, fam, because we moving so fast. This stuff might be in January. Okay. My future self in January will be playing this clip right now, talking about how we predicted that they're going to tell us that God told us to go back to Africa. I'm waiting on it, fam. I'm waiting on it. It's going to happen. We're going to be playing the video, and they're going to be sitting there saying, God told us that we need to go back to Africa, y'all. I'm telling you. Dr. Umar told me too now. Me and my brother Church had somebody pulled up. He was a Mayo dude and said, Dr. Umar sent him in. So anything is real now, fam. There's no end to the possibilities of the BS these people come up with. We had a dude in the woods hiding his hairline with an owl in the background. We got this man saying God taught him Yoruba. And the next thing you know, we're going to have is somebody popping up telling us God told him that we got to all go back to Africa. I'll be honest with y'all. How long until there's a fake Tether prophet? How long, y'all? I'm taking all things, fam. How long until there's a Tether prophet? How long? I'm asking right now. I believe there's going to be a Tether prophet. It's going to be somebody, and probably Democrats going to be paying them. Bam. Okay, I got a new one. Here we go. Here's the new Cohen Tether Pro. They're going to prop somebody who's going to be a religious Tether figure. That's what it's going to be. They're probably going to say he's from Carolina too. How long until there's a fake character that they start showing and they start pumping money into and promoting, and they're going to talk about how he is a religious, spiritual prophet, and his whole goal is to send Black Americans back home? They've been doing dusty Pan-Africans, right? You know, the ones on the corner selling Polexes. Sooner or later, y'all, they're going to have them Joel Osteen, the Tether version. That's what they're going to have. They're going to have the Tether Joel Osteen. And he's going to be out there talking about on the third day, God said we all need to go back to Africa, denounce being Americans. I promise y'all that's going to happen, y'all. You would say about 6 weeks by midterms. What do you say? 6 weeks. 6 weeks, fam. It's going to be Joel Osteen, the Tether. I'm telling you now, y'all. The same way we had, let's be real, fam. This is all practical. We've had a bunch of false prophets telling us to vote Democrat. You don't think there's going to be a false prophet telling us to all go to Africa? And they're going to talk about they had dreams at night, fam. It's going to be crazy. Monaleo going to make a new song. She's going to have Uncle Toby in the video. Conscious Flea going to be in the video, y'all. It's going to be a whole drawn out rollout. And it's all going to be to get us back because they're about giving up now, y'all. Can we be real? Are they almost to the point where they're just about to give up? Because nothing they're doing is going to work. I see you, church. Nothing they're doing is working. And they about to the point where they're like, yo, we can't stop these FBAs, man. We can't stop foundational Black Americans. Everywhere we go, they taking over. How in the hell are we going to do anything when these foundational Black Americans keep standing on lineage business? They keep regulating. They've gotten too strong. Nobody expected us to show up on the time we on, fam. Nobody expected that. We done showed up and we out here shaking up the game, y'all, and it's crazy, but I promise you that's going to happen. What do you say, the Tether tribunal? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to have songs and stuff. Fam. I'm telling y'all, it's coming. The Tether Jesus. Fam, they already got white Jesus. Fam, just, you know what the crazy thing is, fam? We say stuff and it's funny because we be roasting. But how many times do we roast and it's funny and we'll laugh? But then in your head, you're like, well, hold on. Hell, they already kind of doing it now. See, the thing what makes our jokes so funny, there's always reality in what we say, okay? We'll say that and be like, no, that sounds about right. No, they kind of already did that before. Everything that we say has a hell of a lot of truth in it because it's basically what they already talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, fam, I'm telling y'all, look at this right here, though. This is what I mean, fam. We out here and we got these people shook and they scared and they're going to stay that way. Shout out to this sister. She be over there on TikTok. She be giving good game. She talks about how Tariq Nasheed got these folks shook. Absolutely. Watch this, y'all.
His presence on TikTok has caused so much stir. It's like unbelievable. Like, he is really on like just cooking folks. But what's funny is that people really think that Tariq Nasheed is like some type of leader of like Black America or foundational Black Americans. And they're like, if we take down Tariq Nasheed, we can take down the FBAs. Like as if FBA is some type of religious cult or some type of political ideology. Like,
see what she just said, fam? Some type of religious cult. That's what they gonna do, fam. They gonna use religious cult on us. That's what they be doing. You see, when we connect the dots, that's exactly what they gonna do. Like some religious cult, they try to dump on us, and that's how they gonna try to spin it. Watch that.
His cult or some type of political ideology. Like, FBA is literally like a lineage. All it means is just another word for Black American. All we did was add foundational to Black American. Foundational Black American. That's literally all it is. It's the same thing as being Soulaan. It's just another word for the same thing. But it's like people have gotten he has people in so much of a stir because he be online cooking folks, right? You not gonna log on to Tariq Nasheed's live and think that you about to cook. You gonna be cooked. If you log on to like, people be in the comment section like, let me up. Every time he let them up, they ass get cooked like some fucking soup or some shit. But anyways, it's like FBA does not have a leader. There is no leader because it's not a group. It's not a cult. It's not a religion. It's not a political stance. It's just a lineage. It's a ethnicity. That's all it is. It's not hard, folks. Tariq Nasheed's presence on TikTok has caused
Absolutely. That is what it is. Absolutely 110%. That's what it is. We dealing with a lineage of people that they are trying like hell to turn into something other than a lineage. But it just ain't gonna work, fam. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, goosey soup. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna work, fam. We have, one day somebody gonna have to document it, man. Because I'm telling you right now, I truly believe we have like thousands of different tactics they're using. This is why we got to break these things down, because it's a hell of a lot, y'all. There's so many different tactics, politically, socially, spiritually. They're always music. They're always trying to connect us to Africa, and it just ain't working. Now, fam, let me tell you something. One of the new ones they're using, they're sending out Africans right now, and these Africans are coming out, and these Africans are saying, well, America's better than Africa. I'm not lying. Watch this. Whoever this dude is, I don't know who he is. Okay, he's one of these African rappers. Black Americans don't listen to none of that. But this dude right here, he says, America now better place for black people than Africa. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this dude's name. Odu Umbonkuta Kaleku, whatever the hell. Nigerian rapper, whatever the hell, popularity known as whatever the hell, has spoken extensively on the injustice black people face, claiming that black on black injustice was a bigger challenge than racism. He argued that despite racism in America, it is now a better place for black people than Africa, which is dominated by black people. Speaking in a recent interview with BET, whatever the hell, claimed that the injustice black people have suffered in America cannot be compared to one black person. To what? They can't even write. Compared to the one black people have suffered in the hands of fellow blacks in Africa. Sounds like he's saying that Africa got some black on black crime. That sounds like black on black crime, the African version. And also he's trying to make a plea to come here to the United States. I know what you're doing, Mr. Whatever the hell. I see what you're up to. I see what you're doing. It ain't gonna work neither. You gonna try something else, but that one ain't gonna get off the flizzo. Hell nizzo. So y'all see that right there? I seen it. Y'all seen it. Speaking to BET, right? Yeah, speaking to BET. Because, you know, BET, they understand BET done got their little memo. BET said, man, we're going to have to just take this international because what we doing over here in America, again, black Americans just ain't going for it. So we're going to have to just go ahead and tie our stuff over there and try to take it back. But you see right there, though, fam, these individuals see that what they thought they had going for themselves just isn't going for themselves, and it ain't going too damn well. So they're dealing with the reality, again, that foundational black Americans aren't falling for the games. We ain't falling for the gambit, and foundational black Americans are not falling for the gender. So quite frankly, they're going to have to watch themselves whenever they speak. And apparently that man sitting there saying, we have too much black on black crime over here. The black on black crime is so bad. I want to leave. He's basically trying to make his bid to come to America. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. He's trying to make a bid to come to the United States of America because that homeland ain't popping, though. You know what I'm saying? When that homeland ain't popping like it need to pop, the one thing you're going to want to do is come on over here to my homeland. He over there talking about so much black on black crime. But isn't it funny, though, fam? When we start talking about Africa and all the problems that Africa got of tribalism, they sit there and say that we xenophobic for mentioning that Africans don't like Africans. We say that all the time. We say Africans don't really like Africans. They got a lot of black on black crime in Africa. People get mad at us when we say that. But I'm sitting there looking at dude, he just basically said it. He said they got all types of tribalism. That's really what he said, tribalism. And all that stuff about in America and then got it worse and all that. At the end of the day, that's dude begging to come to America, pleading to come to America, and America really just don't want none of that, okay? So you could just take that back. You're still waiting to come to my homeland. My homeland is not ready for no fleers. We like deodorant over here, so we're not really rocking with that type of time. But fam, there's a lot more people out there talking reckless and stuff and calling them out now. So how he said there's a lot of issues going on, there's also Jamaicans out there calling out Jamaica. See, they don't like the fact that they talk loud about themselves. They only talk that unity stuff amongst themselves when they don't want to look bad in front of us. Because we know y'all don't get along. We understand Africans don't like anybody who's black. Jamaicans don't like anybody who's black. Haitians don't like anybody who's black. That's why they all have a track record of loving colonizers. We don't love colonizers because we love black people. Let me tell you something. If you love colonizers, you don't love black people. If you love black people, you don't love colonizers. Black Americans love ourselves. Therefore, colonizers know better. Colonizers go over there and mess with y'all because they know they have nothing but hugs and kisses waiting for them when they get over there. Somebody's going to say, well, there's a cool African here or there. I'm not talking about the minority. I'm talking about the majority. The majority of their people love these individuals. The majority of us love our damn selves. Watch this right here, though, fam. They don't like when them skeletons come out. This sister, she came out. She said Jamaicans don't stand for anything. This is what she said. This is what she said. This ain't our words. This is her. Watch this.
Nation feels so stuck. Jamaican people don't stand for anything, and that is why we as a nation feel so stuck. Quite honestly, I feel like today Jamaicans are the weakest in spirit that we as a people have ever been. I mean, not talk about no Holy Ghost. I think we are a joke, honestly, a complete and utter disgrace to our ancestors who fought to the very end for everything that we have today. See, when it's hype, when it's music, culture, food, dance, oh yeah, we want to be the best. We want to be on top. We want to stand up. But when it comes on to standing up for something, to actually doing something, it's silent. I have never seen so many people absolutely abandon the power that they have within themselves. I have never seen a set of people disempower themselves this much, ever. How are we giving up before even considering a fight? That don't make no sense. Things get too real all of a sudden, everybody's silent. There's no backbone, there's no opinion, there's nothing. And it's always on our business. We can't do nothing about that. There's never a reason to try. You think we got here? You think we have this island just to sit around like ducks and do nothing while the world is burning? Bro, stand up. Stop.
Oh, she bucking them eyes too, boy. Y'all know I always catch him when they bucking their eyes. Every time they buck their eyes, I always seem to hit freeze. Okay? Yeah, somebody made a point. Good point now. Now, I'm gonna good point. Good point. She's probably not even in Jamaica. She's probably not. And here's why it gets real tricky, okay? Okay, fam, follow me now. I'm going to take you out the ocean. I'm going to bring you to shore. The reason why it gets so tricky is because we'll hear her say something like that, and naturally people say she's on code. Man, she calling out Jamaicans. She's on code. A lot of times what sounds like they're on code by calling out their own, they're really auditioning for white supremacy. That's really what it is. All of the diaspora have this thing where if they call out Black Americans, that gives them good favor with white people. If they call out their homeland, that gives them good favor with white people because they understand the colonizer wants to see the ones who are going to play ball. She's basically saying, I'm willing to play ball. See, on the outside, it'll sound like, damn, she calling out Jamaicans. She doesn't call them out for the same intention. What I tell y'all, two people can do the same thing for two different reasons. Go back to the civil rights era. There were two people marching in them streets. One brother was marching in the streets for Black empowerment. Right next to him was somebody who was marching for access to white women. You dig? And he wanted to get the nearest Karen. And they were both at the same rally. So on the surface, it looks like, damn, they both riding. But in reality, no, they weren't. When these people come out, they say, we've got so much trouble in our homeland. Our homeland is no good. All the things that we know is true. I'm not saying what she said wasn't true. I'm not saying what the Africans who say what she just said isn't true. They're telling the truth. But the reason and their intentions behind that are not talking to us. They're talking to white folks. Matter of fact, fam, I'll go as far to say 99.9% of things that you hear Haitian, Jamaican, or African say that sound good are really just them auditioning for white acceptance and white approval. They may try to pass it off like they calling out their own people, like they want to stand on business. Y'all know when they come out here and say, we must resist these people who come here. What they're really saying is that we want to play ball if you got the right deal. We want to play ball if you got the right money. Or when they come out and said, we have corruption in our government. What they're really saying is Zaddy, come on in and replace our government, and we'd be much better with Mayo than we will with Jollof. There's always a hidden, underlying recruitment that they know how the colonizer is. Remember this, y'all. Just as the colonizer understands the colonized understands the colonizer. They know what to do, what to say, how to talk, how to act to get a little love and affection from white folks. They know how to tap dance. They know how to sing. They know how to hit a spin and do the splits. Everything they do is all in conjunction to try to get themselves better positioning. They spend a whole lifetime to get good positioning with them folks. And family, they'll do the craziest things to get in with them folks. Yes, the hell they will. One of the things going on right now, fam, to what we be talking about, how these people got all this energy, all this smoke, all this time for foundational Black Americans, and what they really need to do is start to focus on what's going on in their homelands. Fam, one of the things that's going on out there in Jamaica is this hurricane. And much respect to everybody. Blessings to everybody out there dealing with the hurricane that's going on out there in Jamaica. See, unlike them, okay, we don't want to see nobody down bad, okay? So much love and respect to all of the Jamaicans and everybody who's dealing with that massive hurricane. They won't be wishing that to us. How do you know? What about Hurricane Katrina, fam? What about Hurricane Hugo? Y'all remember that? Hurricane Andrew, y'all remember that? For all my brothers and sisters in the South, you don't really see these people stand up for us when we have natural disasters, and these people do not stand up for us when we have police brutality. They basically say, damn you, nigga, white man, we need you. That's really what they do. They'll send a care packet to Karen and Ken, but not to Black Americans. However, we as foundational Black Americans, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to practice this. I'm going to make this a point right now. We send peace and blessings to all of the Africans who are dealing with this hurricane right now. Much love and respect. But you still cannot be FBA, and we are still not a part of the diaspora, and we still ain't cousins. We're going to have to exercise that, family, because what they're trying to do now is make it look like we a hate group who wants to see them all unalived, or when we give them peace and blessings, they say, good, brother, we all cousins. No. It's a new era. Let Black Alpha go ahead and exhibit the future. The future is much love and respect. I hope everybody's doing well, but we still ain't cousins. Much love and respect. I hope everybody's doing well, but we still ain't allies. Much love and respect. I hope everybody's doing well, but you still can't get my reparations. Don't take my love and respect as an invitation that we're going to forget about delineation. That ain't happening. And family, you got to do what I just did. You got to say what I just said, because you got to exercise this new energy. It's an energy of we don't hate nobody. We just all about ourselves. We ain't got no problem. We just all about ourselves. I can tell you much love and respect, and I want you to do good. I'm just letting you know you better do good over there, because over here, it's my house. Now watch this, family. While we're over here standing on certified business, and by the way, what I just said, how many times have y'all seen them say that to us? Because trust and believe, either they're going to ignore what happened to us, they're going to applaud what happened to us, or they're going to say it and want something in return. What Black Alpha just said, you ain't never seen that from the diaspora, fam. But that's cool. We move different any goddamn way. We ain't got to go down to nobody's level. We too good up here shining. Look at this, fam. This is what's going on over here, or over there, shall I say. Watch this. And absolutely, you made a good point in the chat. They too worried about our damn business. Quit worrying about our business. Worry about y'all's. Fam, is this what the lady was just talking about a minute ago? Look at this, family. The hurricane is coming, and this is what you're seeing. Fam, you're still playing. You're still playing. You're still playing, y'all. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we saying, family. How in the world are you finding time? Fam, this is what I'm talking about. You're still playing. We ain't out here on this time, fam. Y'all know how we do. We boarding up stuff. We get serious. We focus. We make sure you got some food made. Everything good. Everybody all right? Mama good? Dad good? Where the kids at? All y'all come here. Family, they over there twerking in the hurricane. Look at this, fam. Watch. You're going to see some twerking. There you go. Twerking in the hurricane, y'all. There it is. There it is. Still playing games. Still playing games, family. This is why we different. This is why we delineate. This is why we stand on business. This is why we certified. This is why we ain't going down that line. It ain't no game. You're playing. You're playing with the colonizer. You're playing in the rain. You're playing with the hurricane. All you do is play. You're making TikTok videos. You're twerking to stop the rain flow. Damn. We ain't on that kind of time, y'all. We ain't on that kind of time. Y'all gonna have to stop. Y'all gonna have to get it right. Foundational Black Americans is on game, and it's on all site. You dig? You wouldn't ever see no FBA doing nothing like this, fam. No, 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 no. That's just different because we different. We all different. And you damn sure won't see that. But remember, y'all, when you're out there getting checked by the colonizer, he owns all of your ports. He owns everything you got. And you still got time to do that right there. Doesn't that basically tell you the type of thought process that individuals have? You see what's going on in their minds, right? That's the difference between FBA and a lot of other people. If people don't like it, fam, then maybe step your game up. See, let me tell you something why the world looks at these situations as funny style. And I'm just going to go ahead and say that. Everybody knows what's going on over there in Jamaica. Everybody knows what's going on in Africa. But when they turn around and they see Jamaica and Africa playing, it doesn't really give a real good indication that you're going to stop the colonizer from showing up. You got to remember, y'all, it's one thing to play when you got your business in order. It's another thing to play when your business is out of order. Nobody takes you serious when they know you're colonized, you don't own your beaches, you don't own your ports, and people take what they want from you when they want it. When you're skin bleaching and you're twerking in a hurricane. Basically, what we used to say back in the day as Black Americans, you've been on thin damn ice, all right? You ain't got no damn business out there playing. And this is the difference between FBA and everybody else. When we get real, we get real. We get serious about serious things. FBA get real focused when it's time to get real focused. We know how to roast. We know how to clown. We know how to joan on people. But at the same time, we know how to get money too. We know how to be warriors and defend the fort though, don't we? These other people don't have that. And this is why the world looks at them in a particular light. And this is why foundational Black Americans are viewed in a completely separate eye. We are certified and the world knows it. They are not certified, they playing, and the world knows that as well. Let me show y'all this though, family. If y'all was in there, let me tell you something, okay? I'm gonna make this clear. Delineation is all about principle. Delineation is all about morals. Delineation is all about having a backbone. If somebody does not have that, they will not last in this game. If somebody does not have that, they won't go far. They're going to crash out before they even get started. When they get in the car and they put in the key and that thing just starts to rev, but it don't start, that's how everybody else is. When foundational Black Americans hit that start button and that engine revs and then we take off straight to the bank, we get busy. Let me tell y'all how busy we get. Shout out to the team and certifieds. Fam, this is what happens when you come around Black Alpha. So for all the tethers out there, all of the ops, Cohen Tether Pro, all the agents you got hidden hairlines in the woods with they mops, with a Fleeny, with Conscious Fleroy, with the whole African Union. Let me tell you what happens when you encounter the #1 activist, especially when I got my certified family with me. Y'all know a family that regulates together stays together. Look at this, fam. A lot of y'all heard this last night. And for those who did not hear this last night, did y'all hear me roast that damn British tether that came into our space? Let me let this ride and let everybody know that the signal is out there. This generation don't give a fuck, and you will get checked in the process. Watch this, family, and enjoy. No wonder you can't build your homeland and you flee to everybody else's homeland because you can't even handle a simple mute button. I know a 4-year-old that knows the difference between mute and unmute. Mute and unmute. You get your whooped and then you get upset and blame it on the mute button. I'm going to speak on behalf of the mute button. The mute button family is misunderstood. I got a lot of love for the mute button, and I'm going to not let these individuals speak down on this mute button. It's not the mute button that's your problem. It's not the mute button that is one whooping you down the street and around the corner. It's us. It's foundational Black Americans, okay? Don't take it out on my mute button. My mute button didn't do anything to you other than shut you up. Now, what I've been doing is running you out of my country, checking you. Your wife doesn't want to be around you, or excuse me, your husband doesn't want to be around you. You can't come around any space without ducking and hiding. You make TikTok videos from vans where nobody's watching because you understand that the services of immigration are going to send you back home. Speaking of service of immigration, you sound like you're in the UK. They have a mass immigration deportation situation going on over there in the UK. How come you're more worried about my mute button other than all of those labor parties and all of those different individuals that want to run you out of the UK? So I got a feeling that you won't even be in the UK much longer, if you're even there now, because your inner tube got sank. You're the last one who floated to shore.
You floated to shore, and then the first thing you did when you got to the shore is that you made a TikTok video about Tariq Nasheed and FBA and my mute button. But the thing that
Fam, I didn't even know about the hurricane. Did I not say that you floated and the first thing you did was make a TikTok video? Did I not show y'all people making TikTok videos while they was floating? Damn, we own it.
Tariq and the mute button all have in common is that we are not fleeing dusty tethers. Now, go ahead, fleeing dusty tether. Tell us more about why you're such a loser. Go ahead, UK.
Yeah, you seem excited to speak to me, but control your emotions.
That was lame as hell, first off. You sound so excited to talk to me. You sound so good. Control your emotions. No. Tell your husband to control his emotions, because I heard that you had some domestic where your husband was across the room with some fish and chips. He was whooping your ass all the way from your household to Buckingham Palace. Okay, he got buck on you and bucked your head. Okay, so worry about your own Tether domestic problems. I know Cohen Tether Pro done sent you in here. Tell them that they're going to have to get a refund because you are a terrible troll. You're using 1952 talking points. It's played out, whack, and it doesn't exist like your hairline. All right, so tell me something more. And I'm just letting you know now you're being embarrassed, okay? Now, you're used to being embarrassed every time you look in the mirror. But, however, that's another issue. That's between you and yourself. When I'm talking, you better answer my questions precisely and don't do no dancing around, because remember, I'm a Black American and I'm better than you. Now, go ahead, Mr. Fish and Chips and Jollof and Fufu. Go ahead. I see he's laughing. Hey, fam, they be thinking it's a flex. Like, I'm going to laugh at the American. No, you're really laughing at yourself. I'm making fun of you right now. So if you're hitting the laughing emoji, that makes it seem like what I'm saying is actually delivered and is landing, and you think it's funny. So not only do we think it's funny, family, he thinks it's funny. I'm telling y'all, these folks is played the hell out. They can't exist in our presence, and they get embarrassed every time they see foundational Black Americans. Now go ahead, Mr. Fish and Chips. Go ahead.
Listen, you're broke and miserable. Just go get some money. You'll make it better. Trust me.
Oh, I can't hear what this dude is saying. Like that, I don't know.
I can't either.
This dude
I was about to say.
You are broke and miserable. Going.
No. Your mother broke her kneecaps because she woke up this morning at 6 a.m. and stayed on her knees all the way until this very moment. So you need to go get your mama an ice pack. And I'll call ICE in UK. Somebody get Paul McCartney on the phone. I heard John, Paul, George, and Ringo, the Beatles, is about to send your ass back wherever the hell you came from. They're going to send you to Moritova. They're going to send your ass to Rwanda. They're going to send you to Uganda. You're going to be bouncing around every single immigration and deportation facility. But what you will not be is here in America. So again, get ready. Get an ice pack for your mama. Get an ice pack for your husband. And then talk to foundational Black Americans with respect. We do this all day long. So go ahead, try your best, and I'll be here. Go ahead.
And said from Hotel Rwanda to Uganda. You hella stupid.
He know what it is. He's there now. That's why we can't understand what he's saying. He's standing on one foot with his tether antenna up trying to catch a signal. You know what I'm saying?
He's from Dominican Republic.
Listen, all of you are broke. Listen, every single.
Look, here's the best thing about it. When you talk, I can mute you again. All of you are broke. You're broke and you have nothing to do. Okay, well, you have something to do. You have to put your husband's pipe all the way down to your tonsils. You're probably doing it now while we can't hear you. And you have the choice of being embarrassed by a foundational Black American brother like myself, or I can send it to one of my foundational Black American sisters and they're going to roast you. Because one thing I know is a lot of you tether men cannot stand foundational Black American women because foundational Black American women are stronger than you. You better be worried about me sending this off to one of these sisters because they're going to give you that damn work. Okay, now I know you don't really like women. Okay, only women you like is when you dress like one. But I know you're the bitch in the relationship. Okay, word on the street is that you're the receiver. All right, and I can tell by your little squeaky little weak voice that you are. So when you're not receiving, you're not on your kneecaps, and you ain't got John, Paul, George, and Ringo Beetle down your mouth. You need to understand that foundational Black American brothers and sisters see past your weak trolling. Is this the high point of your day? I want everybody to understand, fam, from this moment going forward, his life is going down the drain. This is the high point and the peak of his life. The fact that he's sitting here talking to Black Alpha, a foundational Black American from the certified side. This is it, fam. His life gets no better. It's going down the drain. It's peaked. That shit got about 2 inches off the ground, and now it's going down fast. This is what happened. Going down fast just like his mama. This is what
what happens, family, when you talk to these tethers. You got to understand, these individuals are obsessed with us because they want to be us. And when they talk to us, their life goes no better. This is why I'm sitting here clowning this fool, and he's sitting here getting embarrassed. I won't even let him talk. I mute him when he speaks. We can't hear him. I'm dissing his mama. I'm dissing his boyfriend, his uncle. I'm dissing his husband, his kids. I'm dissing everybody. Okay. All right. Now, I guarantee if I say this guy's whole family, he's still going to stay here and talk, because talking to a Black American such as myself is the highlight of his day. So, family, outside of really talking to us, what does he have? He's a fleer. A fleer means you have no backbone, which means that you are somebody who has been squandered a long time ago. The world doesn't respect you. And like I told everybody before, I have a loose dog in this neighborhood, a Chihuahua that ran away from home. Do y'all know they have posters where you can go get $200 if you find Muffy? Do you know I can get more value from finding Muffy, the loose Chihuahua in my neighborhood, than this individual? Nobody wants this individual. He is a part of the international beggars. He is part of the international cocksuckers. And he is a part of the tethers that get embarrassed by foundational Black Americans every chance they get. So, family, at the end of the day, if you're not worth as much as the little dog in the neighborhood, then you aren't worth our time. Now, I know you want our time because you don't have anything else going for you in your life. Now, I'm going to give you the opportunity, again, because this is fun. This is target practice, bullseye. I'm going to give you the opportunity to speak, but I want y'all to notice, didn't I say that if I said his family, he'd still stay on the panel? Well, ladies and gentlemen, he's still on the panel. I always win. Go ahead. Fish and chips, or should I call you fish and dick?
Fish and chips, I am amused.
I think he's fishing dick. He's fishing for dick.
You are broken, miserable, you filth.
And you are still talking to me. And I am dissing your whole family. And you can't do shit about it, but shut the fuck up and listen to a Black American talk, because I am better than you. I am better than your parents and your grandparents. Your grandma sucked your grandpa's dick. And then when she was done with dick, he fled and left, which gave way to your poppy. And then your poppy fled. And now you fled. So you come from a long line of cock-sucking fleers who in no way, shape, or form could stand next to Black Americans. So you just sat here and allowed me to diss you, to destroy you, and to completely embarrass you in front of everyone listening. So what you should do is shut the fuck up. You should go back to your fucking homeland and you should fix it. Because if you do not fix your homeland, then you're going to go back into that ocean, to the Mediterranean Sea, where the British found you. So you need to go back to where they found you before they drowned you. All right. Get out of foundational Black American spaces. Your accent was trash. It was weak. You're a 4 times fleer. You got to get back to the date with your boyfriend. You can't talk to FBA. This ain't TikTok. Let me tell everybody listening. This ain't TikTok. All right. This Black Alpha everywhere I go. I don't sit there and go back and forth for no Tether, and then they gonna make a little video and be like, I won. You ain't won shit. You got your ass embarrassed in front of hundreds of FBA. I'm gonna flip this shit and play it for thousands of FBA on the channel, and everybody's gonna have one big giant Black American laugh at your ass. Okay, we want to talk about lineage? Okay, your lineage is fleers, and you can't do a thing about it because foundational Black Americans don't give a damn about you. Now, when you wake up in the morning and you go get on your knees to pray, so you're just going to have a whole long tether day of being on your knees. But tell you what, when you do that, you need to go ahead and thank God that you live in a planet where foundational Black Americans exist, because we are clearly the highlight of your day. And the low light of your day was coming up here talking to me backwards and getting your ass checked. Now, I wanted to send it to my sisters, but this ass Tether, he fled. So are you surprised? A fleer fled, and he didn't even stick around for the full work. And know that foundational Black Americans ain't going back with no tethers. We ain't going back with no hoppers, no skippers, or no jumpers, because I told y'all, tethers are a joke and the inner tubes cannot float.
There they go. All damn day, family. That right there is how you deal with an op. No matter where that op may be located, no matter where that op may be found. They ain't nothing but a joke, and they inner tubes can't float. There it is. Y'all know how we do over here on the Black Alpha Network, certified all the time. I got my brothers and sisters with me. And one thing it is, fam, if you come into our space and you start talking reckless to us, you talking disrespectful to all my sisters. And I can't allow that. You talking disrespectful to my elders. I can't allow that. To all my brothers, I can't allow that. So all of us as foundationals, we step to the plate. And then when we step to the plate, we go ahead and we hit them home runs, grand slam. And trust me, family, he got grand slam, knocked his ass out the stadium and all the way back to his village where he came from, a village that he don't even want to be. But we sent his ass there packing, whether he liked it or not. Certified time. That's how we do. You know how we roast them. This ain't no game, family, when we out here. This is going to be about us delineating, regulating, separating so we get our reparations. This is all about us getting what belongs to what we have created, but it's about us getting what belongs to the heritage. The heritage is what it's all about. Anything other than the heritage does not exist. Anything other than our family tree does not exist. We got a whole family tree. It's a damn good family tree. I like to believe that we real witty, real clever, very charismatic, strong. I like to believe we some damn good looking people. So family, if we got all of that talent, what the hell I'm going to listen to a raggedy ass dusty mop for? Mops don't get my attention. Mops don't go back and forth. We don't debate with mops. He needs to get a mop and clean up that raggedy ass homeland he comes from. But until he does that, he cannot talk to us. And what foundational Black Americans are doing, I'm talking about all my certified sisters, all my certified brothers. I'm talking about all the young folks, all the elders. We over here sitting at the foundational Black American exceptional table, and we sitting they little rinky-dinky little tiny asses over at the tether table. And when the big dogs is talking at the big table, then the little tether table better shut the hell up. Bottom line. That's how we do. Fam, let me show y'all this real quick. I got to show y'all something. You know what I'm saying? There was a foundational Black American who was on our foundational Black American space a long time ago, but I'm going to show y'all how real it is. Oh, and by the way, that right there, how y'all see me break down that tether, send them packing, that's how we going to get our reparations. Everybody want to know what's the end goal. The end goal is reparations. What's the right now goal? Checking folks like that. That energy, that frequency, that vibration that we all got. We all got that energy. We checking them at the store. We checking them down the street, on the job. Gone are the days where they come in here and talk like this. Now they better be quiet or get their ass grand slam like he did. That's the energy that's going to get us our reparations. We're going to take that same vibration, that same frequency, that same we don't give a damn energy. We're going to check a tether and then we're going to get the check. That's how we going to do it. So that is the feeling. If you're feeling it, y'all, that's the feeling of this new era of life. And it is brought to you by certified foundational Black Americans, better than the rest. Y'all look at this right here, fam. Shout out to this sister. This shows y'all, man, we got style. We cool as hell. Everything we do, it's a good time, y'all. No matter what's going on in the world, no matter how much they hating, no matter what your condition is and your life is, family, we don't hate nobody. We got love for everybody. If y'all seen this video before, because I played it before, I want to play it again, fam, because all we did was laugh and smile when we seen it. I'm going to show y'all this video with this sister. I believe she's a homeless sister, but she's still out there rapping. She's still out there spitting. She ain't broke down. She ain't defeated. She may have some issues. Things may not be going her way, but like FBA does, family, if we get knocked down, we get up. If we rough, we get up, we dust ourselves off, and we smile even when we should be frowning, and we be shining even when the sun ain't out. Y'all look at this right here. This is FBA spirit all the way through, y'all. Check this out. How many of y'all remember this video? And if you do remember it, y'all, this goes to show you that FBA love is powerful, man, and we rock together all day. This sister got a rap that she want to rap to y'all, and I'm going to let her rap it. Here we go. Shout out to the team. Let's go.
What's up? What's up?
What it is?
What it is? What's up? What's up? Got your nigga in the cut. Goddamn. What it is? What's up? What's up? Got your nigga in the cut. Goddamn. What it is? What's up? What's up? Got your nigga in the cut. Goddamn. What it is? What's up? What's up? Got your nigga in the cut. Goddamn. What it is? What's up? What's up? Got your nigga in the cut. Goddamn. What it is? What's up? What's up? Got your nigga in the cut. Goddamn. What it is?
What it is?
What's up? What's up? Got your nigga in the cut. Goddamn. What it is? What's up? What's up? Got your nigga in the cut. Goddamn. What it is? What it is? What's up?
Shout out to the family, y'all. Shout out to the family, y'all. Y'all see the difference between us, man? You know what I'm saying? Sister, I know you dealing with some things. You know what I'm saying? But I guarantee you, this sister right here got more pride. She rapping with pride. She may be down bad, but she rapping with pride. She's being herself. And the brother behind the camera ain't judging her. Matter of fact, he rapping with her. Goddamn. That's the best part, boy. What it is. Oh, what's up? A goddamn. Y'all see how we always out here with that good energy, family? These people come over here, fled their homeland, left their kids behind, can't find their hairline with a damn flashlight. Upset, broke down, stealing from people, trying to get foundational Black American reparations for no reason, trying to connect us to Africa and Jamaica and Haiti, things that ain't got nothing to do with us. Foundational Black Americans, we over here just shining and rhyming, okay? We out here putting in action and rapping. We out here what it is, what's up? We out here in the cut, goddamn. Talk your talk, sister. I think the family want to hear more.
What it is? What's up? What's up? Got your nigga in the cut. Goddamn. What it is? What's up? What's up? Got your nigga in the cut. Goddamn. What it is? What's up? What's up? Got your nigga in the cut. Goddamn. What it is?
Hey, she said she got the hang on too, boy. She got the hang on. What it is? Or what's up? You ain't get that from Africa. You got that from right here, family. You got, fam, we so certified. This is probably a homeless woman with probably an alcohol problem. I don't think this is a drug problem, fam. This look like alcohol. Okay, I know the winos. And we sitting here showing love to her. Keep your xenophobic. Keep your hate group. We love who need to be loved. Maybe you need to quit worrying about who foundational Black Americans don't love, and you need to create something that makes you lovable. Maybe you don't love your homeland. You don't love your children. You don't love your culture. Don't get mad. We love ours. We love our culture. We sitting here right now, ain't not near person in here dogging this woman. We can roast, we can clown, we can joke, but it's out of love. So foundational Black Americans, we love who need to be loved, y'all. And I'd rather have love for a foundational Black American who's down bad than a dusty, rusty, and always musty tether. One more time, sister. One more back.
What it is? What's up? What's up? Got your nigga in the cut. Goddamn. What it is? What's up? What's up? Got your nigga in the cut. Goddamn. What it is? What's up? What's up? Got your nigga in the cut. Goddamn. What it is? What's up? What's up? Got your nigga in the cut.
Goddamn. There they go. Look at her. Look at her, fam. Fam, look at her. Look at her right there. She got her hands twisted. She into it. Whatever she's saying, she believe it. I guess she got him, huh? Whoever she says she got, I guess she do got him. I guess you do. Much love to you, sister. Much love, fam. We ride for our own, man. All the way live, y'all. That's what we do. Certified FBA energy. Absolutely, man. Certified salute to the sis, man. Much love and respect. Much love and respect to all y'all, man. Appreciate the love, man. I thank y'all for rocking with me, Black Alpha. It's been a great broadcast, man. Remember, Cohen Tether Pro. That's the term that we coined over here on the Black Alpha Network, and we're all family. I appreciate all of you guys for sending me all the information. Continue to send it because this is about us, okay? Black Alpha, I'm just the one right here talking. But I'm talking on behalf of all of y'all, and y'all come through and give me all the receipts, man. Remember, y'all doctors, okay? Y'all doctors, y'all drop receipts. So we have blew the hinges off of a lot of these shadow organizations thanks to y'all. We have, while the world is debating and arguing and fussing and feuding and fighting, we have discovered Monaleo's real ethnicity, and it's Haitian. Shout out to the family. Shout out to everybody who sent it. We did all of that, went through all the tethers, all the issues, fam, and we still found time to laugh, to joke, and to be ourselves. Can you get any better than us, y'all? Can you get any better? It gets no better than foundational Black Americans, man. I love creating this energy with you guys because energy is what changes the world, y'all. You'll be surprised with a little shift in attitude, a little shift in energy where you can smile and laugh. These people get broke down and they broke for life. One bad thing happens to these people. I'm talking about everybody other than us. So if you're listening right now, tethers, whoever, ops, males, and you think I'm talking about you, then I am, okay? All right? If the flip-flops fit, then wear them. When we see y'all broke down for life, we walk right around y'all because life is too beautiful not to have a smile on your face, fam. And if we got 50 foundational Black American brothers, sisters, kings, queens, goddess, and gods, then we got 50 million reasons to keep a smile on our face, family. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Certified salute from Black Alpha, the #1 activist with the most beautiful family. I love you guys with a passion. Much love, respect. Y'all stay dangerous, stay beautiful. We're going to break down a lot more things on the next broadcast, man, and we just going to keep it coming. We're going to stay on fire, man. You know what I'm saying? It feel good to be #1, baby. It feel good to be #1. It feel good to be going down in history. It feel good to be us. And nobody else can really say that, man, but we're going to continue to say it. As I told y'all before, I need my regulators to mount up. Everybody smash that like button right now. If you're not subscribed to the Black Alpha Network, please do. We got more fire, and the fire only gets hot, y'all. More hot. And we're going to be right here, arms folded, posting up with each other, and just loving life, being our beautiful, foundational Black American selves. Y'all stay good. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay vigilant. Know that I love you with the passion, and I mean every single word, y'all. Certified salute. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. And always remember, no matter what you do, no matter where you go, Black is beautiful, and Black American Black is always Black. Checkmate. Peace and love, y'all.
Black Alpha Network. Home of Black excellence. Power to the people.